war zone, make some noise! Yes, it's the old God chosen, man. We're here with another battle here at the Uprising right now, man. Day one, man. We got another fire battle coming to you guys right now, man. Two of my strong dudes right here, man. King Prince been coming crazy. Another one got to flick up his back, definitely cooking, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Artist to your right.
Gotta flee, walk down, shit like that.
Salute, salute, salute. Artist to my left.
King Prince, FTR, Big Fish shit.
You already know. You already know. Definitely, man. This is definitely one of the battles I wanted to see. You know what I mean? Like I said before, so that's why we booked it, man. Let's get it going, man. It's on King Prince, top of the first. Let's go.
It's the only one I need.
You ain't tell me you crazy for this one.
Fuck around and get put to sleep, try and play with us. This bitch ass nigga gon' need trap men to wake him up. Whatever you got loaded in the clip, boy, it ain't enough. You walking in my house and little niggas use the paper cups, wriggling at the mouth like I'm Samuel Jackson. I bust your snot box. They gon' have to hand you a napkin. Keep popping out your mouth and get your mandible fractured. He think he's savage, but he's sweet. He an animal cracker. It's about to be a big body pick and roll. Pass my bro the heat and keep it pushing. That's a give and go. I stay out the way, my young nigga with it though. He'll pop Kristen, change clothes like a jigger video. You gon' have to duck or get insurance, shit is sad flag. Where I'm from, everybody wanted to be Mad Max. Time to put in work, we strapped up like a bad back. After this, I watch my stock rise like the NASDAQ. 4 fingers in the palm, aiming where your cap at. Blackout, Akon, Eminem, smack that. Everything you wrote for this battle, time to trash that. Fire flame spitter, dropping jewels, call that track facts. Misunderstand it and I'm cocky with rappers. I like bars, if they ain't there, I can't tolerate rappers. Infernal fire pyro, face the hottest of rappers. You niggas schoolgirls and now I'm gossip with rappers. All the talking that I do is in the ring or I ain't saying shit. Knew that he was dying, so I did this one for Make-A-Wish. Chosen asked me who I want to battle, you ain't make the list. Got a problem, all I say is raise a fist and take a risk. I call this burn a new era, cause it's on your top. And the clip got extra rounds like a on the spot. I've been cooking for you, know that I'll be frying shit. Snoop Dogg is so clean, I keep the pilot lit. I set up shot whenever I feel I got a pitch. Hit your block and shut down your service like anonymous. This nigga swear that he is shark in the pond with this. Should be sounding good until you meet the hippopotamus. We both sharks, I'm just the kindness in the pool hall. Corner pocket, grab a stick, aim it at your cue ball. Cliche, I'm off the chain like a loose dog. Press him, then I grip the lemon, squeeze like a juice bar. You hear me spit? Never ask why I'm American. Nice by default, trash by comparison. Every battle get deja vu. Looking back like we here again, skip the shit after I'm done. Everything after's embarrassing. Beast.
Gutter. And I ain't the nigga you wanna beef with. Like, why pray to God, the nigga you need to speak with?
You ain't tell me you crazy for this one.
Feel like I earned mine, me giving a shot, but you ain't the only kill. Players Club, open the trunk, I do him like dollar bill, locked in. King make a move, then it's checkmate. This game my Mexican, he feeling caliente, comprende? I do damage, Daniel, headshot, mata, throwing that stop, banyo. You lying, king, swipe, get a scar. Do me greasy, cliffhanger. I done held the more cats than Rafiki. Get a gun, I'll get him gone if I get a drum. Let it bang, I swing iron, look like a hole in one. Look, I don't want static, but I'm tripping. King dropping, wait, CFO, zip him. King nice, make King crash out. Yeah, King Sprite, I think King dumb. I said it's sin, you don't know rights. You talk heavy, but pole light. This pole light, with a switch, shoulda get dark, cause he ain't bright. My sunshine, it rain fall, he moonwalking. Never playing to spin. Night with the stars, then a good morning. Meal in his crib, trying to DoorDash something for him. It's hot and ready. Papa John, usually by the store, tell me, this shit king? He had heart, but died in the rain. Metal grip, back in his face, but like the old sting, let it flare right in his mitt. The Kurt Angle, this the big show. Y2K been wild danger, let me ask you, ever tried gaining, you lost it? Walking him down, I ain't gotta run, I'm exhausted, gripping the pound. See his shit sink, it was 4 set. Don't realize, when your ship sink, they get all wet. Some cold killers who go gorilla, they gorillas. 10 bands on his head, he a chinchilla. I cook dinner, Bob White, I got Bruce Jenner, young boy, learn how to whip. You could know never. I love to serve crack, but the pen pressure. I need extra, cause none of y'all rap better. Like, how the fuck he move weight, but he can't measure? I slide, we skate, we two-stepping. Niggas playing the whole summer like they can't die. Roll up, get it lit. You see another fish fry pussy? Tell the truth, I can never lie. The jealous ones still envy. Why you hating God? I gave you niggas life. That's the thanks I'm getting. Take a step back and look. I don't think y'all get it. I really spun him with the rock. I was on my pivot. The block bang. Try a post, you get knocked off with it. Stupid. Play dumb like we ain't dumb. Neat clip. OCD when I speak shit. Peep this. Death on sight, but a read lips is no talking. Sign language, so I throw fists. King Prince. Why you wanna talk? This don't make sense. I've been fly. You fat, stinking, you can't dress. We both rap, but I specialize in just rapping drugs. No cap. If you got connects, then I got the plug. Like
We talk down to niggas when we stand above them. If they ain't doing shit for my career, then it's fuck them. Gutter tops here now, this shit been getting toxic. You look like the stud sister Spoonie call when bitches out of pocket. Just because you popular, don't mean that you lit to us. Born from that old school, you don't want the fisticuffs. Probably for the right price, his own team will hit him up. So jumping, I get crisscrossed like I missed the bus. But I'm never lacking drive. Usually at events, if gutter rapping, I'll be back in 5. Nigga think he Jet Li. Boo, you ain't no action guy. How you swear you gangster when you giving you past the vibes? Somebody has to die, but you don't wanna go to war. Homemade bitch ass niggas, you the poster boy. If you ain't gonna shoot it first, what the fuck you holding for? Send a big round gut away. I never bowled before, but I know my pen's sturdy. Yeah, I took a couple ugly losses, but them wins purdy. That's all it take, no extra shit, nigga, I just win. We was supposed to battle as syndicate, but you ducked in losing for one reason. You stepping to me, and I had bigger fish to fry once Pep stepped in the reach. You late work, I wrote 2 rounds and prepped them this week. I look at you the same way Bundles was questioning free. I don't think that man's sick, but they want me to black out on some Batman shit. I told Chosen this killer season, don't get that man hit, or the fat nigga at your door like, yo, flea fucking the crackhead bitch. After this, it's the end of the line. I turn his body into dust like remember the time. You ride coattails, just cause certain members can shine. You the worst in your team when Fat Mark remember his lines. And you better hope I choke today. Ball spitter, car filler, we all got a role to play. I win this, I'm supposed to. You win this in the culture shit. Lose because you trash. I lost some battles cause I'm overweight. Speaking of which, hold on, let me catch my breath. Shut up before you catch the heavy metal, get a mega death. Mask like Slipknot, it's Black Sabbath for your band fam. Metallica, I appear and sent to the Sandman. You ready to go night-night? He's standing there fist ball. My son, you try and fight? Damn, on army gun, some big shit, the white height. He pussy, so they call this nigga Kitty, he the white type. Hit me spit, never asked why I'm American. Nice by default, trash by comparison. Every battle get deja vu. Looking back like we here again. Let's get this shit after I'm done. Everything after's embarrassing. Beast.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
That's my water here.
Yo, it's gutter. I ain't the nigga you want beef with. Like, why pray to God I'm the nigga you need to speak with? Like, I don't think that we compatible. Wish him luck. Told him break a leg, broke a clavicle. It's all fiction. Mind bending, these my attributes. Harry Potter wants the stick wave, shit get magical. I clap at you like good job. See what happens when you doing what you have to do. You still a pup. Look at my little dog. You growing up, all bark. The type don't bite, but I call your bluff. Stop, king. You are not king. I will not king. Hot kings. Every punchline is like boxing. No doubt. Aim a E. I'm trying to wind house. What it mean? I pop, overdose, then peel out, then steal out. Right in this mug. Let's see what spills out. I be damn, this nigga never wet shit. I'm reckless. Try to run, get X by the exit. I end shit. Clip endless. Arm stretch. Feel like a gymnast. Flip shit. The beam balance. How I'ma miss this? Shit sick. He mad then. I pull a hit stick. Body drop. We around. Got my cornerback in the field. This ride a touchdown. I'm on a roll. See King running, buddy.
on the grind. Yeah, I do this all the time. Yo, wake up in the morning, go get a state of mind. I done feel so many times, but I gotta keep trying. I ain't giving up. You put it all on the line.
Yo, what is the deal? What is the deal with a PO? Hold on one second. Gotta get the shit together forever. Yes, oh. Holy shit. Guess who's back again? Absolutely. I'm back today. We're gonna be running these goddamn court cases. I know everyone over there watching Nightish because I just got left this motherfucking panel myself. I was over there acting off ass just because I could. They talking about shit that I don't really give a fuck about, but it was fun just to fuck with Sharon and Ruthless and all them people here. But today we are trying to get back on track with these court cases and shit like that, and just have fun with it. While we're here, we're only here for a short time, not a long time, but a short time. Let me see how many we got. We can see videos we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and they're all pretty short. An 8-minute, a 6-minute. That ain't even one at all. So let me close that one out. Oh, let me see. Oh, let's see. I'm a fuck. Well, that's not one. We'll figure that one out later. 9-minute, 16, 13, 10. 20-minute. That was the longest one right there. And which one is it? Oh, I know what the one this one is, but let's see. For some reason, this shit is up like that. It's 11-minute, and then the last that was 25. So we're gonna run through these videos as quickly as possible. If we got something to say, we'll speak on it. If not, it is what it is. If people would like to come up, and we'll drop this in the chat if you could, if you want to. Also got to go join on this other shit. So let me get off that page because I can't see shit. Where we at? That one. There we go. Oh man, my back is killing me. Let me change to. Damn, I keep losing people. Boy, talking about them Jews, boy, got me losing people left and right. God damn. Them niggas said we ain't fucking with you no more. I lost goddamn 20-something subscribers. God damn, I lost 20 subscribers talking about them Jews, boy. Yeah, I like it. You know, shit happened. Obviously, you didn't like me to get go. If you ain't like me talking about them goddamn Jews, boy. You know, I be talking about them motherfuckers. Anyway, we over here today. Let me go ahead and hit the button on this one. Pin it to the top. There we go. Yeah, we'll go from there. Let's go. Let's get it started. Let me go ahead and start with the long motherfucker one first. Yeah, that's it right there. Very first one. All right, so the title to this one is Ex-Wife Abandoned Kids for Party Lifestyle and Drugs and Instantly Regrets It. Well, let's see what this whole talking about today. She was a party girl, and that gives more shit to what Ruthless be saying, but it is what it is. Let's continue.
Petitioners 33 indicates that in August of 2023, mother tested positive
For
as a
cocaine.
violation of her bond for cocaine, methamphetamine,
That was easy.
amphetamine, and alcohol.
She a white bitch. She need that cocaine,
Yes,
boy.
that's what I understand. Yes.
All right, and
Attorney Seidel or Attorney Broussard, would either of you like to make an opening statement at this time?
no, Your Honor, I'll call my client when I get started.
Okay.
Okay.
And then Ms. Guile, would you like to make an opening statement?
Wait,
No, ma'am.
whoa,
Okay. Attorney
whoa.
Seidel.
Yo, this is John Vonda Bailey. She had her own, she a real judge now, not just a fake one doing skits and shit. She's a real judge in Texas now. Look at her. Yeah, let me give her a run. Let me get my shit together. Hold on, let me get my shit. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. She actually wore a judgeship over here. Okay. I see it, and she's actually handling goddamn family court. Look at this heifer right here. Yeah. Look at little Von, Von the Bailey. Yeah, I like it. Let me give her a round of applause. Let me see if I can find one first. There we go. Yes. It is. Give her a round of applause. She actually became a judge. I was watching all her fake shows on YouTube for a very long time. And yeah, she became a judge. I'm glad to see it. That's a progress. That's progress for a black woman. She became a motherfucking judge instead of a goddamn fake judge on YouTube. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and bring some more.
Bill, you may call your first witness.
Thank you. I'll call John Rotan.
Okay.
Mr. Rotan, you're the petitioner in this case, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and we're here about Mason, who is 9 years old today, correct?
Yes.
In May of 2021, we entered an agreed order in the case, and Mason was 5 years old, and we appointed both parents joint managing conservators with equal possession schedule, no child support, and mother was not to consume any alcohol during her periods of possession, correct?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
And the alcohol issue was at that time, mother was on probation for a misdemeanor DWI out of Dallas County, correct?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
And additionally, she had been arrested and was on bond for a felony DWI out of Denton County for felony DWI of driving intoxicated with a child in the car, correct?
Absolutely correct.
Correct.
And the child in that case was Mason, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so she had conditions of bond that prohibited from using alcohol, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
All right. We went forward then with a petition to modify in October of 2021, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
And you attached an affidavit to that petition, and in it you expressed to the court concerns. First of all, Mason was expressing a great deal of anxiety and refusing to go see his mother, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
And you were concerned, he had made statements to you that made you concerned about possible sexual abuse, correct?
Correct.
Not the sexual.
All right. And additionally, you indicated shortly before we filed, there was an incident where mother called you highly intoxicated and you went to her house, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
And Mason was in her care along with an infant child that she had had since then with another man, correct?
Correct.
And at that time, she was highly intoxicated. This was shortly before October of 2021, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
You had to take care of the infant while she was intoxicated, and you went about 10 p.m. and stayed till 1 a.m., correct?
Correct.
Correct.
And at that time, when mother woke up from being asleep, she told you she needed help with her alcohol problem and needed to get her life together, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
And she allowed you to take Mason and keep him, correct?
Correct.
And so we went to court on that on a temporary orders hearing was held October 28th of 2021. Those rulings are reflected in petitioners 3, correct?
Correct.
Mother was ordered to go on SoberLink and take a PEth test, correct?
Correct.
And because she had testified, she had not consumed any alcohol because that's part of her conditions of bond and her probation, correct?
Yes, sir.
And that she did take the PEth test as court ordered and she failed the PEth test, correct?
Absolutely.
Correct.
Because she on that.
Right.
She a
The judge then
mustang.
entered further temporary orders reflected on petitioner's exhibit 4 in December of 2021 because we had SoberLink violations at that time by mother, correct?
Correct.
All the SoberLink records are admitted as petitioners 14, correct?
Correct.
Additionally, at that time in our hearing,
This cracker got him a young thing over here. He was out here motherfucking doing goddamn ruthless. He was over here tricking with these young broads. That was the problem was he was out there tricking. Yeah, he went up and fucking had a baby with a trick. Well, not he wasn't tricking, but a hoe. And yeah, this is what happened when you out there tricking and not being careful. Yeah. Guys, y'all better watch out for these hoes, boy. They're gonna get pregnant by you.
on further temporary orders in December of 2021, there was another positive PEth test by mother, correct?
Correct.
Okay. At that time, the associate judge ordered no overnights for mother and restricted her time, limited her time each week, correct?
Yes, sir.
And the judge ordered that you could supervise those visits at your discretion. Mom was ordered not to drive the child, and mother was ordered to be evaluated and treated by the Nexus Recovery Alcohol Center, correct?
Correct.
Okay. We came back to the court in March of 2022 with an emergency motion, correct?
Correct.
That was based on multiple SoberLink violations. Is that correct?
Correct.
And that we had properly requested another PEth test as court ordered, and mother had refused to take that, correct?
Correct.
And in fact, you had prepaid it in advance, correct?
Correct.
Absolutely.
All right. And then there was another incident leading up to that where you saw her intoxicated in your presence, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So after that, as a result of that emergency motion, there was a hearing held March 16th of 2022 by the associate judge, and those rulings are reflected on petitioners 5, correct?
Correct.
And the associate judge further restricted mother's visits to 2 hours of supervised visits only, correct?
Correct.
And you were ordered to be solely in charge of Mason at that time, correct?
Yes, sir.
Another correct statement.
And you did the intake for the supervised visitation center, correct?
Yes.
But the supervised visitations never happened, did they?
No.
Okay. Mother was also ordered in the further emergency order to continue to use SoberLink, correct?
Correct.
And she actually stopped using it from that point altogether.
Yes, sir.
And she's been under court order to use SoberLink throughout this case, and she stopped using it and has not resumed. Correct?
Yes, sir.
And we also requested another PEth test, and she was ordered to take that, and she refused. Correct?
Correct.
And again, you had paid for that in advance.
Yes, sir.
And mother was also ordered in the emergency hearing to attend individual counseling for alcohol abuse.
Correct.
And to our knowledge, she never did that, did she?
No, sir.
So basically, mother's had no periods of possession of Mason since approximately March of 2022, correct?
Correct.
Now, you have let her see him on a small number of occasions since then, correct?
Yes, sir.
Supervised by you, correct?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And does Mason express a lot of desire to see his younger brother?
Yes.
And he's worried about his younger brother, is he not?
Yes.
Okay. And there was one original drug test ordered of you at the very first temporary orders hearing, and you passed that, correct?
Yes, sir.
Since then, you've done some voluntary testing at my request, and those are on file with the court, correct?
Yes, sir.
And all those are marked as petitioners 10 through 13, correct?
Correct.
Okay. November 27th of 2023, we appeared before the associate judge who ordered a custody evaluation, correct?
Yes, sir.
You were ordered to pay based on your income $2,500, and you did pay that, correct?
Yes.
And Ms. Guile, based on her income at the time, was ordered to pay $840, correct?
Correct.
And she never paid that, did she?
Not that I'm aware of.
No. So we went back to court then in February of 2024, and as reflected on petitioners 2, obtained an order from Judge Lee ordering family court services to proceed with the evaluation on you only since mother had failed to pay, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and that did happen. They did the evaluation of you only because mother didn't participate, correct?
Correct.
All right. And then later we went to mediation. That was not successful, and now we're in trial, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, let's go back. We talked about these outcries by Mason. As a result of outcries of sexual abuse to you, you started him in therapy?
Yes, sir.
And later, did Mason make an outcry of sexual abuse to the counselor?
Yes, he did.
And as a result, did the counselor contact Child Protective Services?
Yes, sir.
And did they start an investigation along with the Colleyville Police Department?
Yes, sir.
And Colleyville's, because that's where you live, in Colleyville, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
On August the 5th of 2022, did you take Mason to the Child Advocacy Center in Tarrant County for a forensic interview?
Yes, sir.
And petitioner's 16 admitted into evidence is a summary of that forensic interview made by the Colleyville Police Department, correct?
Correct.
And that does indicate in the forensic interview of Mason that he made outcries of sexual abuse against him by his mother, correct?
Correct.
And Mason was highly concerned that the same thing was going to happen to his younger brother, correct?
Correct.
And that was investigated by CPS, Tarrant County, and Colleyville Police, but Tarrant County couldn't prosecute because those offenses had not occurred in Tarrant County, correct?
Correct.
Okay. CPS wrapped up its investigation as reflected in petitioner's 15 with a finding of reason to believe sexual abuse committed by mother against Mason, correct?
Correct.
And then you've continued to take him as needed to a therapist, correct?
Correct.
And he's now at the point where the therapist says you can bring him as needed. He may need it later as he goes through puberty and starts to age, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I want to fast forward now to, I want you to think about a month ago, September 7th of this year, just a little over a month before this trial, about 9 p.m. at night. Did Ms. Guile contact you by FaceTime video conferencing?
Yes, sir.
And did you record that FaceTime video conference?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely,
And that's
I did.
reflected on our exhibits 38 and 39, correct?
Yes.
And is he clearly intoxicated in that video?
Yes.
Is she start out laughing and giggling and being silly and then suddenly become highly emotional and start crying?
Yes, sir.
Of course she did.
Okay.
She wants to see her
And then
cheering.
shortly after that, is there a verbal
She wants to see her
altercation between her
cheering.
and the man who apparently she's living with at this time?
Yes.
Oh, she got
And
another
does he
trick.
say to her on that video, "You're not in your right mind, you need to go to bed"?
Absolutely.
Okay, and is there a baby present who begins crying?
Yes.
Absolutely.
So to your knowledge, since we did the original order, Ms. Giles had another child with a man, with somebody, and then she's had now a third child with another man. the third
Damn,
man,
this
correct?
bitch out here tossing it back for
All right.
real nigga.
In the felony DWI case in Denton County, the indictment
She
has been
tossing it
admitted as
back for a
petitioner's
real nigga.
26. And you're aware she had bond conditions from June of 2022 prohibiting her from consuming alcohol or controlled substances, correct?
Correct.
And there's a petitioner's 33 indicates that in August of 2023, mother tested positive as a violation of her bond for cocaine, methamphetamine, amphetamine, and alcohol, correct?
That's yes. That's what I understand. Yes.
Right, and
God
that
damn.
ultimately she pled
That bitch is
guilty
out
to the
there, really.
DWI felony is on probation, correct?
Correct.
Finally, we have photographs from mother's Instagram account, petitioner's 35, showing the Miami trip in January of 2023 with girls' night out, showing her drinking an alcoholic what appears to be an alcoholic
Hey,
beverage in
baby.
front of her, correct?
Correct.
Then we have another picture from her photos, petitioner's 36, dated February of 2024, showing a private jet and her in Las Vegas for the Super Bowl, correct?
Yes.
And the
She out there
title of it
tricking
is Life
big,
Has
boy.
Been Extra Special Lately, correct?
For a hoeing big, not
She has
tricking.
designer clothes on, including a designer purse, correct?
Correct.
And then finally, petitioner 37, a reflection of mother from her Instagram of her Mexico Beach trip in June of 2025, correct? Is that correct?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
correct.
Correct.
Okay, and she has claimed to Judge Lee in the past that she didn't have the money to do the custody evaluation, correct?
Yes, sir.
Or the sober link, correct?
Right. Yes.
The exhibits P21 through 25, those all relate to attorney's fees, and you're asking the court to award attorney's fees, correct?
Correct.
All right, and you have health and dental insurance, and you cover Mason, and that's on petitioner's 20, correct?
Correct.
In summary, how is Mason doing now?
He's doing great. He's thriving in school. He's got friends. He's above average on his. He just got a map test in his for his third grade, and he's in 200, I think 219 and 208, which is well above average. So he's doing great.
Okay, and do you believe all the orders we've requested about you being sole, mother not having any access or possession at this time, are all necessary for the safety and welfare of Mason at this time?
Yes, sir.
And do you believe they're all in the best interest of Mason?
I do,
Absolutely.
yes.
Okay, and we've asked in our requested relief that mother pay guideline child support at minimum wage based on her having 2 other children, correct?
Correct.
And reimburse you a portion of the medical as well, correct?
Correct.
And those
Yeah, we
numbers
out
are
there
all
trying to get this
reflected in our
money.
proposed parenting plan filed with the court, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
We trying to get this
All right, thank
money.
you. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Okay, and counsel, you have 54 seconds left.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Ms. Giles, this is your opportunity to ask any questions. And you have to ask questions. Otherwise, you won't be able to overcome an objection by Attorney Seidel. So go ahead. If you wish to ask questions, I just want to make sure I'm clear on that. You can choose not to and just wait until your turn to speak and let me know what you want for me to
Well, she gotta
know
pay
in
this money.
regards to your side of the case.
I guess just wait for that. I don't know what question. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You don't know a question that. Boy, you should have
That's
got a
okay.
lawyer.
That's okay.
You should have
Okay,
got a lawyer,
Attorney
baby.
Seidel, you may call your next witness.
Your Honor, at
Ooh-wee,
this
she
time,
need to
I'll
not wear
rest.
her hair like that.
Okay.
That shit is trash.
All right. And Ms. Giles, this is your opportunity to let me know what it is that you would like to say.
I would like to say, as far as the therapist,
Yeah,
he
I
did
went over this.
switch. I think it was that
earlier.
therapist.
So she was just a lawyer in Texas, and she was going up for her judgeship. If she ran for judgeship, and she wanted, I want to say 2 years ago, but I didn't see her doing any court case or anything like that ever since then. But at least she's doing what she was fakely doing on YouTube, and actually having real court cases. She's in family law, a family judge now, so that's a good thing because she actually got into what she wanted to do to begin with, what she wanted to judge to begin with, because everything else that she was doing before was, mad fake. But she is a real judge in Texas. She is a real judge in Texas. Absolutely.
Sorry, therapist number 4, because the others
Miss
did not
Vonda
go
B.
along with the narrative of sexual abuse. And there are about 10 CPS cases prior to that Tarrant County one where they all deemed that there is no sexual abuse, which is what I'm waiting access for. He also was banned from having firearms and has shot himself with the child present, as well as had guns unlocked and loaded in Mason's possession. And the police also found drugs at that time. That was all within the last 2 years.
And Judge, I'm going to object. I understand this is narrative, but I'm going to object in that there's no evidence supporting many of these allegations, and none have been offered by mother other than her verbal testimony. So, so I understand we're in a narrative form, but I object to evidence testifying from documents that are not in evidence.
That's a
Okay,
fact.
sustain. You may continue, Ms. Giles.
As for my probation violations or parole violations, they did occur. I ended up with a very long sentencing. I have completed many classes related to drug and alcohol offenses over the last 2 years since I got sentenced. And I also have my 2 small children full-time with 0 issues with them. I have not had any CPS cases on them or anything of that sort. It's only been pertaining to Mason, and at times that I didn't even have him. And beyond that, the trips, I didn't pay for the trips, and I've sold all my designer stuff just to even try to make ends meet at the house with having a baby. So as far as the trips and that qualifying for me being able to pay, I didn't pay for those whatsoever.
Well, you have
I'm stay-at-home mom full-time with my kids. I don't currently have any income, and I've had 0 issues with them, and would just like to see my son.
Get that money.
Okay. Does that conclude what you wanted me to know?
Yes.
All
I mean,
right.
other than, yeah, since I don't have the evidence for that, I mean, I do believe that he's in danger with his father, but.
What?
Okay, let me ask you a question. Why did you stop the sober leak and the PET testing?
So I really was not drinking. It somehow showed a low level of alcohol on the PET test. And so I did not go back the next day at requested because it already showed the low level. The sober link, John was paying for it. I never had the money for the sober link and he paid for it and he stopped paying it. As for the visitation center, I tried to do the intake and they would not accept us because there was no history of family violence. And so we decided on me just getting to see him, but that became sporadic and just according to John's mood.
Mm.
Okay.
John Mood. She got her.
But
She
yeah,
got
no,
her old man.
I wasn't the one ever paying for the sober link. John was paying for it and he stopped paying for it.
Okay. Attorney Seidel, I know in the request is that mother essentially in the request to release that mother doesn't have any access.
That's correct, Your Honor, because of the extreme need to protect the child's safety and welfare. I'm certainly appreciate that that's an unusual but I think the facts of this case with the police report and the interview and her failure to follow any of these court's orders and all argue for why that type of restriction should be in place in this particular case.
Yes, thank you. And I understand. I guess my question is, what, if any, even supervised, what would your client propose? Because what I wouldn't want to happen is for your client to do all of the supervision, because I don't think that is in the best.
Well, what she's trying to say is it's going to be alienation, and what the father is doing is pretty much the same thing women do, which is alienate the child from the mother or the mother from the father. It's usually the same rigmarole, and he's just doing it the same way as a male. So, I mean, I get what she's asking.
Best interest of the child and definitely not in the best interest of the parties, because it could just potentially set up a situation for conflict. So, what other alternative would mother have to see Mason at all?
Yeah.
Well, Judge, I think first of all, with that, I understand the court's concern, but there have been instances where he's allowed her to come visit that have not been, there's been no conflict. They are able to communicate. She did reach out to him by Facebook. They're not, this isn't a high conflict case, interestingly, and never has been. I've had it since the beginning when we did the original order. And the times that she's come to the house to visit Mason has been with dad there, and not to my knowledge, there's been no conflict per se. It's just so visitation at his discretion would probably be better for the child and the parties. But if we had to do a visitation center, Your Honor, we first of all that she resume SoberLink. And I do want to correct one thing. The judge did start out with John paying SoberLink, but then after all the violations, the subsequent further temporary orders reflect that she was ordered to pay and maintain her own SoberLink. And that's when she had an attorney.
And it wasn't married, so why would they have to continue paying
then she
for
just
it?
discontinued using it. But to go back to your question, we would propose that he be allowed to, at his discretion, grant visitation as he has in this case while it's been going on all this time. And if it had to be supervised, Judge, we would ask for 2 hours a month, but mother to have SoberLink testing because she's repeatedly failed to follow the court's orders and comply. We have no evidence that she's in compliance.
Well, she a hot girl,
Thank you for that. The visitation schedule. What was it usually? Was it something consistent, like this particular day for this between this particular time, or was it just sporadic?
It's my understanding, and I'm happy to let Ms. Guile address it too, or my client. But from talking to my client, there have been times Ms. Guile has the habit of saying, "I want to come see Mason today," and my client will respond, "Today doesn't work, but we could set it up for day after tomorrow or tomorrow." And then she just seems to lose interest or doesn't follow through because it doesn't seem to work for her. But there have been times where, and he can speak to this, that it has worked. He has allowed her to come over and visit and bring Mason's younger brother with her.
Okay, Ms. Guile?
So that is not the case. John will bail
course.
a lot of times that he says I can see him, and that is typically why if I can get his attention right that moment, I'm like, can I come now? Because if I can get a yes then he usually will follow through. But if he sets it for a different time, then he doesn't answer his phone. I've driven out there, he's not home. Also, I would not like it to be supervised by him. He's made sexual advances at me during those times. He's
He probably has.
also
Now I agree with that.
just trying to get a rise out of me.
I agree with that. That nigga probably did make some goddamn sexual innuendos out of, because simple fact is he liked that little thought box over there. That's why he had a baby by have a baby by be a millionaire. That's what he thought. He got him old hot bot thought over here. Now he acting like a woman. It is what it is. Of course he made some sexual advances. She ain't a bad looking chick. So I guess, she got a big ass forehead, but yeah, she there. So I got a big ass forehead too.
Different ways, and it has been peaceful because I'm not going to argue in front of the kids with him. But no, I mean, he does somewhat harass me all those times.
Yeah, she
Okay.
a whole thought box.
So we would, if we're going to do, if I may, Your Honor, I don't mean to cut the cord off at all. If we were going to do supervise, we would propose 2 hours a month, and at mother's expense, and
2 hours a month,
and we set it up
visit?
that
That's
way.
crazy. That's still alienation, man. I don't care who does it, whether it's a woman or the man. That's
Would like
alienation
to.
of the child.
Definitely understand
Of
the
the parent.
concern when it comes to unsupervised access. I just wouldn't want because Mason is so old. And I don't want to put words in his mouth, but even reading the custody evaluation, I mean, he loves his mom. It's clear that he loves his mom, and I wouldn't want him to not see her at all. So that's the court's dilemma right now. The child support that's listed in here, is that listed based on minimum wage and the number of children that mother has?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And
All
the health and dental percentage is based on minimum wage.
Okay. So this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to take this under advisement, and I'll get you all a ruling out on Monday.
Very good.
Okay.
All right. Thank you,
All
Your
right.
Honor.
Thank you all for your time.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you,
Your Honor.
Judge.
Take care.
Thank you.
What the fuck did you
Bye-bye.
go to court
Bye-bye.
for if you couldn't give a ruling for Miss Vonda B? You about to go on my shit list. Oh man, Miss Vonda B, you gonna go on my shit list because that was trash. That was trash buckets right there. All right, let's move on to the next fucking court case because that was wild. We ain't even get no goddamn ruling out of it. I want to know what the ruling was gonna be. Jesus Christ. Again, I don't watch these. We'll watch them together for the first time. And we got this one right here. Our next court case said, oh shit, messed it up. Maybe I can get it tight. Let me see. Wife plants drugs on husband, destroys evidence, and gets sent to jail. Ooh wee. Let's see this one. That's what I'm talking about. For all you dudes out there saying you just gonna plant drugs on your girlfriend, maybe you might not want to speak about it. Keep it to yourself if you do it. Don't say it out in the open. I don't know what happened, but she'd probably do the same thing most of these dads say, plant drugs on the fucking mama so they can get custody and shit.
On the other hand, I can't think of anything more vile than what you would try to do to that man. Michigan versus Jennifer Lynn Plumhoff. Ms. Plumhoff is here for sentencing, prosecution, and defense.
Oh,
With
she's
the
there for
pre-sentence
sentencing.
investigation report made available to you.
It was, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Shepard, have you had the opportunity to read the report and discuss it with Ms. Plumhoff?
I have, as co-counsel, Mr. Swanson, we did meet with Ms. Plumhoff, and I did speak with her a couple of different times about it. We have no additions or corrections that I'm aware of.
All right, is there anything that you want the court to consider?
Yeah, so I've read the recommendation. I think the recommendation is spot on, Judge. I think that it's considerate not only of the circumstances which led to this, but also of the person who is the byproduct of where we're at today. And talking to Jen, you know, I think I would appreciate the court looking at the person who made that decision in that moment. I think that's important. I think you always have to do that. But I also think it's important in this case to think of and consider the person who sits before you today. In that regard, I asked her, I said, you know, if you could do this over, you know, sometimes this is a dangerous question, but if you could do this over, would you do the same thing? And she says, well, I don't want to say that because it doesn't seem like I'm, you know, sorry about what I did. But at the same time, I probably wouldn't have done some of the things that I'm doing now. This recommendation, Judge, was littered with letters of support. I'm quite certain the court's had a chance to read and review those. I can tell you that in my dealings with Jen, I see a remorseful person. I see someone who has always taken responsibility from the sentencing forward. I think that that is indicative of this recommendation that is in this pre-sentence investigation report as well. When this happened, Judge, this is a time in Jennifer's life when she wasn't proud of the decision she made. I think people do and say lots of things that they wish they had back in a breakup situation. I know that she's embarrassed. I know that it's affected her. But from accepting this plea agreement and speaking to this court, and beyond that, her conduct since then, I think speaks volumes about who she is going to become as a result of putting herself in a really tough situation. I know that she's been working on her mental health. I think that is evident. I also know that she's been on bond, has not had any other incidents that I'm aware of while she's been on bond. It's been quite some time since we've been back here, several months, in fact, Judge. So I would ask the court to consider the letters of recommendation. I think, again, the recommendation is appropriate. I would ask the court to follow that. And part of it, too, Judge, is that there's a rather lengthy term of probation, which the court's going to impose. And that is yet another opportunity for Jen to not just tell you who she is, but prove who she's become and that she isn't the person that at least in this incident, she appeared to be on paper. So I would ask that the court follow the recommendation. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Plumhoff, have you had the opportunity to read the report and discuss it with Mr. Shepard?
I have, Your Honor.
Do you have any additions, corrections, or challenges?
I do not.
Anything that you want to say on your own behalf?
Well, I would like to start by apologizing to Nicholas for the hurt and disruption that I caused in his life. I'm not proud of getting to a point where I would hurt somebody that I loved the way that I did him, for breaking our vows and ruining our marriage. I hurt a lot of people.
That was a husband, dog. That's crazy.
When I chose to make the decision that I did, I hurt a lot of people. And I am truly embarrassed about that and very sorry. Like he said, I'm not proud of what I did. I am proud of the person that I've become because of these things. Being able to turn my life around and turn to faith and get back on the right track. I've worked really, really hard through my therapy, my group therapy, with my church family, just being able to help the community more, things like that. I don't think that these are things that I would have been doing hadn't something like this happened. As awful as it may sound to say, I feel like me hitting rock bottom is something that needed to happen to become who I am. And I'm truly sorry for all of it.
I think Mr. Swanson had a couple of comments too.
Right.
I've talked talked to Ms. Blumhoff quite a bit as well. She has been acknowledging her actions. She owned her actions, from everything and every person I've talked to so far in reference to it. She owned it to this court as well. We would point out to the court that Ms. Blumhoff, with her consent, she's giving me the permission to tell the court that she now faces some pretty significant medical conditions that she's facing a treatment for potentially breast cancer at this point, and her next appointment is scheduled for October 28th, and she does have further follow-up care.
Jesus Christ.
So
Quit
she
switching.
has to consider that and looking at sentencing here today and consider not imposing a jail sentence, given those circumstances which are unusual of that recent diagnosis. We got the documentation from her doctor here today. Court wanted that documentation as well. She did receive a lot of amazing recommendations from the community, so we asked the court to consider that and looking at sentencing here today.
All right, Ms. Robinson, any additions, corrections, or challenges?
Your Honor, people had OV-19 scored at 10 points. I believe that the conduct here would amount to interfering or attempting to interfere with the administration of justice. My understanding the case law does support that conduct can happen before criminal charges are issued as well. It's not like it has to be a fight afterwards. That is the only difference that I saw that I thought needed to be noticed.
All right, Mr. Shepherd, Mr. Swanson, want to reply to that?
Sure, Judge. I tend to agree with the scoring that was done by the Department of Corrections. I see that OV-19 was a 0. I think that's, I wouldn't know why that would change, Your Honor. I certainly understand the question or the context around the question. But from my perspective, I think that the scoring that is appended to the PSI and the recommendation, I think that's a
All right, well, I look something up on that. I would turn to you, Mr. Zero. See the recommendation in the report. Is for 1 day jail, 1 day credit. Is that your recommendation or is that Lansing's recommendation?
My recommendation was consistent with the plea agreement, which was capped at the midpoint of the guidelines, and I recommended 150 days jail.
Should be unlocked. Mm-hmm.
All right, so the court is going to leave offense variable 19 scored at 0. I was looking at the criminal sentencing bench book, and although I do note that there are things that can happen pre-charge that could reflect the interference of justice. But I didn't find a case that reflected where essentially trying to frame someone for a crime would be impacting the ability of the police to investigate the situation. It's not tampering with witnesses. It's not the sort of pre-charge conduct. According to see that other cases have scored 10 points at, so the court's going to deny that request.
Your Honor.
All right, so with that,
Your Honor, I apologize. Can I make a statement? Your Honor, we would ask that the court follow along with the plea agreement in this case and allow that plea to stand and sentencing to go forward today. Nicholas Plumhoff is the victim in this case. He is present in the courtroom today and he would like to make a statement.
Oh, good. Mr. Plumhoff, would you come forward, please?
Bring him to the podium right there.
Or Nicholas Plummer, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, now's your opportunity, sir.
So it's been a long time. I've been trying to think and what I wanted to say when we finally got to this point. And it's just so much more to me than just like trying to get me in trouble. Over the last 5 years, I have worked so hard to get out of the things that I was doing that put me in prison. And for, going back and spending weeks looking at all the messages that went back and forth and how malicious it was. It wasn't I had one day and made one bad decision. She did this for weeks, weeks and weeks. I've read the messages. And for her to say the only thing he cares about is this job at the recovery center and I want to take it from him. I worked so hard to get away from my background, to have a job where I could help people and make a difference and not be another statistic. And
He in there crying.
Not end up back in prison or on the streets. And to just think that someone that said they loved me could just say, or even, I could see her saying it, but weeks and weeks of pushing it, messaging him, well, she was at my house, now's the time to do it. I know where his car's.
Ooh-wee. That's what I'm talking about. You make them tears flow. About time a man do the same thing these women be doing. Soon as hey, let's see if the judge cares about his tears versus caring about this female's tears. I just don't know why I did that. Yeah, get me the fuck out of here.
That now, like, I don't understand. I know what it's like to need to get incarcerated. If I wouldn't have went to prison, I wouldn't be where I am. I wouldn't have taken the time to get the help that I needed. He
was a druggie.
And I don't think one day in jail is ever going to stop her from doing this to someone else.
That's a fact.
If it wouldn't have happened the way it would, I might not be here right now. I might be back in prison. I might have ruined my career. I might have lost everything, and no one would have believed me. No one. If it wasn't for the one that turned in the messages and having them documented, no one would have ever known, and I would have been gone.
That's a fact.
And it's not fair. It's not right. That's just trying to take someone's life in your
Someone
hands
needs
and
to
throw
hold
it
this bitch
away
accountable.
because
Look at
you
this
had a
bitch.
bad day.
This bitch had the audacity to wipe her motherfucking face. Bitch, you ain't sorry. Look why
Trying
she
to take
bitch
someone's
gonna
life in
wipe
your
her
hands.
face. You ain't sorry. What the fuck is you crying for? Put this bitch in jail. She need to go to jail for a whole 3 years. Planting drugs on someone, that's massive time. This bitch need years in jail. Years. Not days, but years.
And throw it away because you had a bad day. I would understand if I treated her poorly, if I put my hands on her, if I was mean to the children, none of that effort. And to have someone just want to hurt me like that. I just I can't imagine being that broken of a soul to want to hurt someone that bad.
That did nothing to you.
What's the worst part is I don't hate her. I just want her to get help. For her, for the kids, for whoever she comes in contact in the future. Because the person who did that, she's not where she needs to be. One thing that I guess it probably doesn't matter because it wasn't reported, but just not even a month ago, she was at a restaurant and ran into my niece and threatened to beat her ass in the middle of the restaurant with her children there, in front of everybody. So whatever gains and progress that she's made, she's not where she needs to be yet. I hope that you guys can help her.
Get her there.
So a couple questions for you, sir. How did you meet Ms. Plumhoff?
At a club.
We met through my little sister. They were acquaintances.
Okay. I only have a little bit of the police report. How do you know how Ms. Plumhoff came in contact with the person that was incarcerated that you wanted to set you up? You don't see that individual?
The way it was explained to me is when me and her got together, she was in a relationship with that person. And when me and her made it official or whatever, she broke it off with him because he's in prison. What is he going to do? You know, all she has to do is not answer the phone. So that was her boyfriend, I guess, up until I had got with her.
Oh, she loved them jailbirds. Oh man, say it ain't so.
Anything else that you want to say, sir?
I just want to thank the court for whatever it is they're going to do. And hopefully I'll have a peace of mind for a little while because obviously I'm a mess. Like I literally moved 3 hours away to not have to worry about running into her at a store or anywhere. You know what I mean?
It scares me.
I don't know. I worked in Nuevo for a little while in one of the recovery centers that was up here. And going through a drive-through, I had a girl let me know that she was still trying to mess with me and that this was my number and this is where I lived. And so I just don't want to have to worry anymore. I'm a grown man. I shouldn't be crying over what this woman could do to me.
Well, stop crying,
Thank you, sir.
nigga. She try to set that
Right,
nigga
the
up
court
with a
recognizes the
okey-doke.
advisory guidelines in this case, which suggests a sentence between 0 and 11 months. The courts can exercise my discretion if it's consistent with the advisory guidelines, consistent with the plea agreement in this case. Would be the sentence of the court that this defendant served 120 days in the Nuevo County Jail. I'll give her credit for the 1 day that she served so far.
Fuck out of here.
I'm going to place her on probation for 2 years. There is a $30 per month probation oversight fee for regular probation, $60 a month for electronic monitoring or tether. There is a $68 state cost assessment, $130 crime victims' rights fund fee, and a $60 DNA fee. Those financial assessments can be paid within 90 days of her release from jail.
Yeah, that bitch 4 months in jail. That's it.
Ms.
That's crazy.
Plumhoff, on the one hand, I
4
applaud
months
you
in
for the
jail.
efforts that you've made. And maybe those efforts will continue after you're out of jail and through probation, and they'll help you change the person that you are. On the other hand, I can't think of anything more vile than what you try to do to that man. Number one, the newest history with addictions, and to try and use that against him. Number two, trying to prevent him from helping other people, trying to engage some other inmate to ruin this man's life. And he's right. If you had any idea how many people come in here with possession of drugs and say, they weren't mine, somebody planted on me, everybody, the police, the prosecutor, the court, we all go, yeah, right. People just don't plant drugs on other people.
Planet.
And that was your
That's
plan.
why I don't
As he
agree with the
indicated.
4
It wasn't just
months.
a fly-by-night thing, one time, call somebody up, oh no, I forget.
That's why I don't agree with the 4 months. So she tried to do this shit repeatedly. Over weeks, he said. So over weeks, he said this bitch was planting drugs. So why is it that she only got 4 fucking months in jail and 2 years of probation? That's insane to me.
It was time after time, message after message. He actually paid the money, as I understand it, to have this done.
Man.
I just can't. I mean, really, words don't express how vile
That's crazy, bro.
those acts are. And you try to separate the acts from the persons, but you're the one that did those. And luckily, this person that you were corresponding with in jail had integrity and did the right thing and turned you in. But for that,
he only turned in because he wasn't getting no more pussy out of it. That's the only reason why he turned in. He wasn't getting no more pussy out of it because he was going back to jail. Probably before something she did. So, why not telling this bitch, you ain't giving me no pussy, fuck it. I ain't gonna let no one else get none. I'm gonna turn this bitch in too. That's we. That's crazy work.
Would have been in jail. You probably would have been successful in framing it. And that's inexcusable. I don't care how much you hurt you.
That's a fact.
So,
Your Honor, if I might.
Yeah.
Given Mr. Swanson's comments regarding my client's medical future, and I suppose some of the highlights and some of the good things that you pointed out, and appreciate the court considering those, is it possible to structure some of this jail time weekends due to those circumstances also, this situation which she leaves at home? I say that to the court readily preparing my client for the idea of incarceration. I don't think for a second that it wasn't something that crossed our mind or her mind, Mr. Swanson's mind. I just ask if there's a way to structure that so that it isn't a complete, the water isn't completely cut off there. I think we could probably, I suppose, address both sides of what the court just said. Is there a way that the court could consider doing that so that these medical issues can be addressed, and obviously she would still pay the debt that you believe she owes to this society and this community?
well, I don't want her to suffer medically. I haven't seen any paperwork that you've wanted. I'm not going to just do a flyby look at it now. So she's going to jail. We'll take a look at whatever paperwork you want to submit. Talk with jail administration, see if there's a way to get her the testing or whatever it is that she needs, figure out how urgent those sort of things are, and we'll make a decision from there. But today, she's going to jail.
Thank you, Your Honor. I will make sure the court file reflects these and appreciate the court's consideration in that regard.
Get that bitch up out of here, dog. We don't care about your fake tears, nigga. You try to set a nigga up. This bitch up out of here. All right, we're gonna move on from that. If y'all think if they would have put him in jail because this bitch, she was fucking with them ex-con. What's wrong with these bitches fucking with these con boys? That shit crazy to me. Fucking with these con artists. All right, we got our next video coming up. Let me see what. Yeah, that's it. The bald head, scallywag ass nigga. Here we go. Oop, there it is. Ex-wife gets brutally humbled as judge sides with the dad. Two ugly motherfuckers together. That is crazy work. That's crazy work.
I'd like to go for 50-50 legal. And then when I did that, Monica took my time away because I had him every weekend for 8 years.
Parties come in and they can't quite get the parenting time situation squared up. So I say let's have the friend of the court do it. And that's still not to your liking, Mr. Wheeler?
No, I figure it's, 4 days a month based on what they got right now every other weekend. She gets every week as it is. I'd like some weekends or something. I know my car is out right now, so I'm kind of dealing with that, but I can get rides and stuff like that to get him taken care of.
Do you think that you have evidence to present at an evidentiary hearing that would sway the recommendation into your favor?
Well, I just don't understand. I'd like to go for the whole thing for starting this thing was to go for 50-50 legal, which is what my original goal was. And then when I did that, Monica took my time away because I had him every weekend for 8 years.
Yeah, I know. The question is I read your objection, and I just want you to understand something. Is you can keep objecting. I don't have any problem with that. But at some point in time, I think you have to realize that you're not going to get everything you want.
Well, I understand that, but this is my first time objecting. And, a father needs more time with his son.
Right. But now, this from here to 4 is going to get very complicated for you, for both of you. Because I'm going to have my clerk schedule an evidentiary hearing, and it's like a trial. And at this trial, you need to bring in evidence. You need to present evidence. You need to have it admitted into evidence. You need to prepare before the evidentiary hearing, witness lists, exhibit lists. You need to exchange exhibits. You need to file a brief outlining the issues. So it's very complicated. Okay.
Just for visitation time? I mean, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Why would a father, why can't a father have 50-50, you know?
I can't answer that for you because I don't know anything about the recommendation. I don't get that recommendation until closer to the evidentiary hearing. So the parties are free to negotiate something on their own, and then if it's in the best interest of your child, I would probably sign on to that. But this is what the objection does. The only where to go from here is an evidentiary hearing. So if the parties want to get together before the evidentiary hearing and try and hammer out a solution that might not be everything you want, but you can certainly live.
Why doesn't it start off with 50-50 custody? He's right. I mean, they didn't see whether they got divorced or whatever the fuck it was. Yeah, they were divorced. Why is it that it automatically goes to the woman that she gets pretty much full custody? I mean, that don't make sense either. I'm with him on that shit. Why is it that I gotta prove that I'm a good person? She ain't gotta prove shit. Why I gotta keep filing all these amendments and all this extra shit when this bitch can do the same thing? It shouldn't be automatically going to her as she's the better parent. Like, just because I either worked or did something else, that I'm a bad parent for fucking going out there and working. Like, I'm a bad parent for doing anything for these motherfuckers. This is the bullshit I be talking about. It should start off with 50-50 custody. No one paying shit until they figure it out. But it don't automatically do that. It goes straight to her, and he only gets weekends and fucking birthdays every now and again. That's that bullshit. But whatever. This is the courts. I'm glad fucking Tennessee changed that shit.
With it. I don't have a problem with that, but otherwise we have to have a trial on your objections, and that's the next step from here. Okay.
It's kind of crazy to me, but I mean, I guess.
Well, the law is very complicated, David.
It is. I know. Yeah.
And if either one of you were thinking of getting an attorney, now would be probably the time to do it. But I'll set that up for you. My clerk will send out the notice, and you'll get notice of when that is. And if we don't hear from you, then I'll plan to conduct the hearing and make a decision after I've heard the evidence. Okay?
Okay.
All right. You're all set. Both of you have a great week. Anything in your motion you want to tell me before I hear from Mr. Cam?
No, I would just say that I filed a motion because there is currently no parenting time required. It's something that we've agreed upon through mediation through the judgment of divorce. Paragraph 11 says that we will be doing this reasonably and mutually agreed upon by the parents, and I don't believe that's been fulfilled. I don't believe it's mutually agreed upon by the two of us at this time.
Well, it's somewhat vague, right? I mean,
Correct.
if the court order that is that parenting time will be as the parties agree, then if the parties don't agree, there is no parenting time, right?
That is correct.
Right. Mr. Cam, what can you shed on this? I read your response.
What can I what?
You want to shed any light on this for me?
Sure. We have originally, when we went through mediation, there was quite a lot of conversations, a lot of agreements that he has not held up to.
Of course you'll say that.
I originally was planning on him having the kids one evening a week, unless they had other activities or things going on where that wasn't possible. I'm not very comfortable with him having the kids in his car just because of his history with alcohol abuse and
getting multiple DUIs and telling me that he doesn't believe he has a drinking issue. So I feel it's a safety matter.
Well, let me ask you this. According to your response, at least it looks like to me anyway, that most of those issues occurred long before you and him signed a an October 30th, 2024 stipulation. Is that true?
I believe his last DUI was he was still under probation at that time.
Okay.
Or maybe he had just ended probation.
Well, see, my point is this. I can consider changes of circumstance since the last order. And the last order is clearly October 30th of 2024. And anything that occurred before that, it's not irrelevant. I don't want to say that because obviously if it's an ongoing situation, that can be problematic. But it looks like to me is the parties just can't seem to get out of the starting gates on this stuff. And I certainly can't decide that on a Friday morning. But I will tell you that pursuant to Shade versus Wright, 291 Michigan Appeal 17, a 2010 case, I have to have at least proper cause or change of circumstance to stick my nose into your parenting time business because most people don't want courts involved in their lives. But poor communication or lack of cooperation between parents does constitute a change of circumstance to revisit parenting time because the relevant best interest factor, MCL 722.23J as in Jimmy, diminishes each parent's ability to encourage a close and continuing parent-child relationship between the other parent and the child. Those was set forth in an unpublished decision of Bauman versus Hartman, which obviously is not binding for stare decisis purposes on me, but is persuasive. So my only recourse at this point is to reopen parenting time, send it to the friend of the court for a complete investigation and a recommendation.
More bullshit. More
Mr.
bullshit.
DeCam, are you currently working?
Yes, I am.
And Mr. Cam, are you currently working?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So the fee for that investigation and recommendation is $300. It'll be split between the parties. What they will do is they'll meet with both of you before they do anything. And it'll be by Zoom. And they'll see if they can't come up with an agreement that you both can live with, I guess. And if
Y'all
you
want to pay
can't,
money out for
then
some
they will
bullshit and tell
conduct
y'all how
a
to be
full-blown investigation. Both parties have to fill out questionnaires. They will talk to whomever witnesses you wish them to talk to. They may talk to the children, they may not. And at the end of the day, they will make a recommendation to me about what parenting time should be, and the parties can accept it. And if that's the case, an order would be entered and it would be done. Or they can reject it, and in which case I would have to, like my last one, have a evidentiary hearing, a trial on what I believe parenting time should be. So that's kind of where we're at this point in time. I'll get the ball rolling for you guys.
So you motherfuckers much rather spend $300 for a motherfucker to decide who is the better parent, who needs the most time with the kids. This shit is retarded. These parents are dumb as shit, but putting these motherfucking courts in their life. That's retarded.
But I really hope that when the friend of the court meets with both of you, which usually is in a couple of weeks, that they can come up with an agreement and put an end to this thing. But if not, we'll run a complete investigation. Okay.
Complete investigation
That's
on
what I
some
got for
bullshit.
you. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you both. And make sure the friend of the court has your current addresses and all that. If there's any doubt in your mind, go over there to 82 Ionia and make sure they have it, because they don't forward mail. And I don't want anybody getting lost in the problem. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck, both of you.
Stupid. Both y'all stupid.
Next.
Both y'all stupid as fuck. I'm not in these motherfucking courts in my life. Like, y'all motherfuckers is dumb. All right. Moving on to the next one. Let's get it. Let's get it. Share screen. Here we go. Let's see what she got to say for herself.
Just gets away with everything by playing the games and just making excuse after excuse after excuse.
Set for a show cause today. I do see Ms. Bagby is with us, as is Mr. Losiewski. Mr. Brzezinski, tell me a little bit about this case.
Yes, Judge. This hearing was adjourned from July 11th to today for an evidentiary hearing regarding the plaintiff.
That is a lawyer. That is a lawyer. That's crazy. That is a fucking lawyer. That young ass dude there is y'all lawyer out there. What's up, Kingdom Mind? Look who's back on Sunday. That's a fact.
Ability to earn income. The court ordered on July 11th for the plaintiff to provide documents to the court and the defendant 10 days prior to today.
I don't want him to be my
today's
lawyer.
hearing regarding her ability to earn income.
What up, Sam?
The friend of the court's office at least has not received anything. I'm not sure if the court file reflects that documents were filed. I'm not sure if the defendant received any. The total account balance as of this date is $17,807.39. The support obligation
fact,
is
Sam. You young as
$392
shit.
a month, and the last payment was April 15th of 2023.
All right, Ms. Bagby, the court has not received any documents from you about your income ability. What's happening?
Your Honor, I was unable to get the documents prior to the 10 days because my CMH therapist, Mindy Blinko, has been out sick. She called me on Tuesday to let me know that she's out of the office. She told me that we have a plan of service available and an appointment schedule available that we can send in to you. But she also canceled my appointment yesterday because she had an emergency doctor's appointment. I do have a voicemail from her that I don't know how to share it with you guys over Zoom. I looked up how to attach documents and I couldn't figure it out, but I do have her voicemail to say that I'm sorry about the documents. I know we're here regarding my ability to work. I am working part-time. I got a job.
So tell us how much money you make. It's just part-time. We know you're full of shit where all y'all can't work. It is what it is. We know that.
In therapy every single week. Life's getting way better. But I'm also confused as far as what to do with my arrears, because I believe that you were looking for testimony regarding my ability to work in the past. And I'm unable to find a psychiatrist.
You need a psychiatrist to tell you can't work?
CMH in Sheboygan does not have one to do any type of exam or any type of testimony, so they sent me down to Old Town Psychology. Well, Old Town Psychology does not take my insurance, so my Molina insurance is only accepted downstate. I do not have a car to get down there for any type of evaluation regarding my ability to work in the past, and I don't know what to do about that. Mindy, my therapist suggested possibly asking Dr. G to testify again, especially now that I have a copy of this report and I see things like delusional disorder, DID, antisocial personality disorder with narcissism. I see things
Get the fuck out of here.
I believe she needed to get some help, and that's what she's done in the past. Maybe just his testimony again, and I can question him. But as far as my ability to work right now, I have a job now, Your Honor. I'm getting better, and I'm going to file with the friend of the court for a review for child support And I do have documents available in my plan of service so the court can see that I am very involved with CMH and my appointment schedule. Mindy said that she absolutely has those available if the court wants to see them. She also reminded me that I did sign a release for a friend of the court to get any documents that they wanted through CMH if they had questions. And I'm sorry about the documents, but this just came up on Monday when she called me back to tell me she's been out of the office sick. And then she had to cancel on Thursday to go to the doctor's. So I can't do anything about that.
What was your therapist going to say, or what were the documents that you wanted to get from her?
The plan of service is just to show you that what my goals are, which was basically just understanding what was going on and getting back to work. And my appointment schedule was to show that I'm very compliant with everything that CMH is recommending. So
Right. I don't have any reason to doubt any of those things. The only thing that I would need to see is if there was some evidence that you could not work. And it sounds like you can, because you are at least working part-time.
I plan on working full-time. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, you did.
Right. We're fine. So it sounds like it should be, you have the green light to go back to work and to begin to work, and you're starting to work. So there should be some payments made.
That's a fact.
So at this point, I don't see any prejudice by the fact that you can't get your for a few months to make sure that she continues to make her payments. And if she does that, then we'll take a break from monitoring in court and allow the friend of the court to continue to monitor her on a regular basis. There is already set up in the law, if she gets behind by more than 2 months, the friend of the court has the opportunity to bring a show cause at that time. So, but we will adjourn for 1 month. We'll see how she makes her payments, and then we'll see you then. All right, that's all for today. Thank you.
She ain't paying shit.
If you're involved in a dispute with another party such as this and you just can't seem to work it out, don't resort
I don't even know
to
what the
taking
fuck that
law into
was.
your
I
own
don't know what
hands.
the fuck that was.
You take it.
That was. Oh wow. We ain't doing that shit. I don't even know what the fuck that was. Fuck that. Let's go and move on to the next one. I don't know what the fuck that was. That should have been a motherfucking bitch. Get your ass to work and make these goddamn payments, hoe. Then the hoe had the opportunity to say, audacity said she's gonna file for child support. Bitch, you don't got the kids. Crazy work.
Or properly introduce herself as the landlord or
best
the
desire,
owner.
obviously you still got to pay rent because you're there.
I no longer can do month to month. I gotta get out. Called me numerous of times, 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning.
That's not how it went about. All right, folks, I'll have Miss Houston and Miss Fowler.
Oh, they must be in Georgia. Oh, yep, they're in
Miss Houston,
Georgia.
you can unmute if you're in your car. You just make sure that you've come to a complete stop.
Okay.
That's a fact. We ain't getting that 10 minutes back. That was bullshit.
All right, can you both raise your right hand?
Nope.
You swear, affirm, and tell the truth under penalty and perjury of law?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to, of course, hear from both parties, but I'm going to start with Miss Fowler. Ma'am, do you have a written lease with Miss Houston?
I do. I submitted everything to the email.
Okay. Clerk, if you can try to see, because I don't see any exhibits, but tell me, when does the lease expire?
So this bitch up here for eviction in Georgia. This goes back to the whole 2020 thing where they said black women were the most evicted in the country. So that will go to speak on that point, which seems to be fucking true. It's just these motherfuckers can't motherfucking get right. They need extra shit. They can't get right. So as these hoes that can't get right, we're gonna see more and more evictions. Yeah. They misspelled definitely. Where you see that at? Oh yeah, they sure did. They sure did. All right.
Fire.
It expired September 30th of this year.
Okay. And how much is monthly rent?
$1,500.
All right, is there a late fee?
$100 late fee. Plus I was also charging $100 every day she was there after the lease agreement.
Yeah.
But it's okay if that can't be included.
Yeah, I'd
I really
be usurious. But tell me, when's the last time she paid rent?
she paid let me see here.
Look at that bitch face.
Yeah, she paid in August. That was the last time.
Okay, so just no rent for September.
Correct.
And if I were to give a writ of possession, it would be 1 month, 16 days.
I'm sorry.
So if I were to give a writ of possession, it'd be the month of September and 16 days in October, because I would give her 7 days. Is that
Oh,
correct?
yes, correct.
All right. I don't see anything else. So let me talk to Miss Houston. Miss Houston, do you have a written lease, or did you have a written lease with Miss Fowler?
I have an email that I with my lease that was emailed to me the day I moved in.
Okay, and when does it expire? Do you know?
September the 30th.
Okay, last time you paid rent was in August?
Yes, sir.
Okay, any statement about September or anything you want to let the court know?
Yes. August the 26th, she contacted my neighbor to knock on my door. Remind you, she said that the property manager, she hired Mr. Herbert, but when she had him knock on my door and I contacted her, because I never seen her or dealt with her, she said that Mr. Herbert was rushed to the hospital and that that I need to make the payment through her. August the 2nd, I later found out that Mr. Herbert was incarcerated instead of rushed to the hospital, and that's when she was telling me that she didn't know we were that close. When she called me when I did call her August 26th, she introduced herself as Mr. Herbert's stepdaughter or whatever. And so September 26th, the 2nd, when I found out that he was incarcerated, she had already been calling me day and night, inappropriate hours.
The rent that she owes is $1,500 plus $100 in late fee, so $1,600. So that's how much that bitch owe. But it's in Atlanta, it's in Georgia, so you know this bitch ain't what we can say. It's in Atlanta, so you know black women that have been kicked out of their motherfucking place since 2020. Almost drastically increased over the last 5 years. So, they're the most educated, they're the most evicted, they're the most enrolled, and they're the most to file bankruptcy. Just to let y'all know that. Yeah, here we go.
Hours of the night about sending her to $1,500, which wasn't a problem because I never withheld rent or been late on rent the whole time I've been staying here. It was just kind of crazy of her having somebody else come to knock on my door instead of her coming to properly introduce herself as the owner of the unit and my landlord. And I told her that I was going out of town for my birthday, September 6th, and when I get back in town, will she be able to come see me and we can have a conversation? She had already agreed for me to do month to month until Mr. Herbert.
Bitch, pay the money. That's all she wants. She don't need all this extra shit. I gotta come see you. We can talk about it. Bitch, pay that money. I know every goddamn month my mortgage is motherfucking due. No matter if I need to have a conversation with the bank or not, that motherfucking money is due. Bitch, I don't go to the bank and be like, hey, I need to have a conversation with you so you can pay this, so I can pay this money. Stop with the bullshit, bitch. Pay the whole money. She don't need to speak to you. Just pay the money, ho. You know the job.
Get through wherever he going through. But by the time September the 8th came, she texted my phone. Like I said, she had already been texting my phone day and night because she had already stated to me that he was helping her with her bills and she just had a baby and she really needed the money. So by September the 8th, she texted my phone and said that I no longer can do month to month. Me and my child got to get out. She was just very unprofessional and rude towards me. Like I said, I never met her. I never gave her my money before. So it was kind of crazy for me to just give my money to a stranger And like I said, if she would have properly came over here as a landlord
So
professionally,
I got it. So hold on, I hear you just saying. So why didn't you pay rent for September though?
because she told me that I had to get out the property and don't contact her, talk to her lawyer. Like, she sent me all type of texts. I submitted it to the clerk.
I see the text messages. I'm just saying, okay, I get that. Beyond that, is there anything else?
Like I said, I never met her. So
Did you sign the lease with her? Who did you say the landlord
no,
was?
I did not sign the lease with her.
Who did you sign? Who was your land? Who was the landlord on
It
the
was
lease?
Herbert Shaw.
Who?
Herbert Shaw, which is her stepfather. I never knew nothing of her, is what I'm
Okay.
basically saying.
So, okay, just sorry. I apologize. You're just talking a lot, and I just want to ask a couple of questions. Forgive me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Ms. Fowler, are you the landlord on the matter, or are you just the owner?
I'm the landlord and the owner. He was my property manager.
Okay. All right. So you own the property, but he's the property manager, and the lease has since expired. He didn't renew
He
the lease.
is no longer my property manager.
He's no longer your property.
And I've sent her communication about that. I emailed her, texted her, and I sent a picture in showing that I put it on her door. And she had her red receipt on, so she saw everything. I verbally spoke with her. She told me she will get me the $1,500 by September 5th. When she didn't, I kindly gave her a text message reminder, and I said, just a reminder, could you please pay me? It's at your earliest convenience. I didn't get a response. So then I did send her the late notice, and then after that, I sent her the 3-day eviction.
Okay. All right.
All
All right. Well, Miss Houston, if it's just a matter that she didn't necessarily introduce herself in the way in which you would.
There we go. There's the button.
Best desire. Obviously, you still got to pay rent because you're there. At least for the month of September, because that would have been the last month of the lease. Especially if you would have had the money.
Where that money at, bitch?
Y'all couldn't reach an agreement.
Because she was rude. She already had her mind made up after I didn't send the money September the 5th.
Absolutely.
Which I told her that I wasn't going to be able to send the money September the 5th. That I could see her when I get back in town.
I'm gonna be 100. I'm gonna be 100 with you. Nobody cared that it's your birthday. They cared that it's rent pay. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I know your birthday is important to you.
Give me that money, bitch.
Be honest. If you tell somebody you owe them rent on the 1st, but I'm gonna get it to you when you come for your birthday, that just makes it seem like your priorities ain't together.
No, I wasn't.
I understand that may not be what you're trying to do, but that's what it sounds like to somebody who's not you.
No, that's not what I was saying. I said that she never came to see me or properly introduce herself as the landlord or the owner. I always dealt with her stepfather. I never seen her, or so it was kind of
crazy. I ain't gotta come to you.
Neighbors to knock on my door to call her, and when I did call her, a stranger telling me to send them money to this deal. I never withheld or was late on rent since I've been here the entire year that I've been.
Did you get the 3-day letter indicating how much?
No, I did not.
Why didn't you get?
She already texted me on September the 8th and told me I no longer can do month to month. I got to get out. Me and my child got to get out. And she also called me numerous of times, 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning. So to me, it's like, who is this person calling me, telling me about $1,500?
That is false.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Unless you're saying that this person is not the landlord and is not the owner.
I didn't know that she was the landlord, or like I said, I never met her.
And I understand. And you got.
I can tell you what happened. Literally, I'm gonna tell you what happened. But I don't know who this bitch is. I ain't giving this bitch no money. What the fuck she gonna do? She better talk to that motherfucker. She better talk to whoever this landlord, because I done paid my money. I ain't giving this bitch nothing. And then she found out this nigga went to jail. She was like, for sure. Oh, I ain't giving this bitch shit. She just missed out on that money. She just missed out on the money. I'm going out of town. This bitch gonna act me when I come back. Then we can talk about it. She can come see me. We can talk about it. Just like the bitch said, we can talk about it. She ain't introduced herself as, bitch, she ain't got to. Pay the motherfucking money. You know it ain't your shit. We knew it wasn't you knew it wasn't your shit. Pay that money. This is what's wrong. This is definitely what's wrong with the blacks. That's a fact.
I understand. And I do, and then, so Ms. Fowler, I know you say you sent her letters and text messages. I'm not sure how that normally goes. Obviously, the 3-day notice is the most important thing while the lease is proceeding. If the other person is, obviously your property manager is not there, if they're not familiar with you, it is not unreasonable for them to be like, hey, who are you asking me for money? You know,
Yeah.
you need to identify yourself and how you are. You do that. Text messages, I remind people, are not the most professional means of communicating with people about changes.
I talked to her on the phone and I sent her communications. I only text her because I asked for her email, but she wouldn't give it.
She wouldn't give you email. Okay. All right. Well, did she have your email?
Yes, because I received an email.
Yeah, I had to find it myself. I asked her for it and she wouldn't give it to me, and I had to go searching because I no longer have my property manager.
Mm-hmm. That bitch said she wasn't gonna pay that money. Yeah, look at her face. Look at that bitch face. We know this shit is lying.
She just told me to get out.
Yeah, get out, bitch. You didn't pay.
She never communicated with me after she made up her mind September 8th. She just said, "Get out. You gotta get out. Vacate my property.
I can't work with you, bitch."
Landlord. Like I was kind of confused. Like who is?
I didn't
say
it like that. I was letting you.
Bitch said she was abused. Bitch, I show you abused, hoe.
Even when
get you and that shitty ass child at my motherfucking
you still text my phone saying, "This is not my property. I'm the landlord. You don't know your laws. Talk to my lawyer. Don't call me no more. Don't text me no more." That's how you were speaking to me.
Yeah. Well, why you want to be
It
around?
wouldn't surprise me. I'm not gonna lie to you, because people do tend to get a little bit indignant when they haven't gotten their rent. That doesn't make it okay, because we're still dealing with people. And I know people like to say, hey, well, I'm gonna just put you out.
Absolutely. Get out, bitch.
That's not how it went about. I was trying to be very understanding and she did not communicate.
I understand. And let me just say this, Miss Houston, the problem is, I understand there's ways in which you could have tendered rent to be able to resolve it if you had an issue about whether or not this woman was the actual owner. But once you've gotten once a demand, and I see that she submitted evidence that the demand was on the door. Once you get a demand, or clearly, and you know you haven't paid rent, it's like you know, right? And you say you talked to her and told her you would talk to her after the fact, then that becomes problematic, right? And so, because of those facts, I'm going to issue I'm going to give you 7 days. You'll have to the 16th. It will be a money judgment, which is the 1 month and 16 days, which is $2,400. Plus court cost. You'll have 7 days to appeal if that's what you want to do. But that'll be the order of the court. Obviously, folks, ideally you guys would resolve, but that's not what happens. So that'll be the order of the court.
Okay, and what happens if she appeals?
And she'd have to pay the money into the registry and have to do so until the hearing is
done.
Until the hearing is heard by another judge in another venue or another jurisdiction. Jurisdiction, state court or superior court.
But she still would have to vacate in 7 days?
Not if she filed an appeal and paid the rent, paid the bond, no. But I'm going to put the order in. You guys will get a copy of it in your email.
If I was rented, I'd never rent from a woman, let alone a black woman. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, they're all about, give me my money. I want my money. That's all I need is the money. But yeah, she ain't gonna appeal because she didn't even file that. This black woman filed that. She ain't appealing shit. Matter of fact, she gonna get her 7 days. She gonna get the fuck up out of that. That's what's gonna happen. Because if she had the money this whole time, you'd think she would have paid something. She would have put it in escrow, something. If she didn't think that was the property owner. But obviously, this is Georgia, the most educated, the most highly enrolled, the most that get government jobs, the most that get fired from government jobs out here in these streets, don't want to pay their motherfucking rent, dog. She much rather go out of town and have a birthday than pay her rent. And then she said, when I get back, bitch, you can come talk to me and I'll think about paying you this money. We can come to an agreement. Bitch, if you don't get the fuck up out of here. Yeah, she probably was rude. Listen, no matter how rude, if I'm that rude, if I was that rude to you, you ain't like it, don't rent from me. Bye, bitch. because I wouldn't have been like that if you would have paid me my motherfucking money. That's all I wanted was my money. You know that. Most motherfuckers just want the money that is owed, especially if it's a property. And all these squatters have rights in some of these states. Yeah, pay me my money, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you got to say. Just pay me my money. Oh, she ain't say nothing after her. She can't even, she don't even know how to leave.
All right, Mr. Johnson, did you guys have any pass as well?
I'm sorry. Can I ask one more question, or is it too late?
What's the question, man?
So if she files for an appeal, like our lease is up, so she could still stay in the property?
Yes.
That would be a legal situation, right? It wouldn't be about the lease. It'd be some type of other legal issue. I'm not sure if she filed an appeal or not. I'm just telling you it's accessible because I have to tell people their rights. That's all.
Oh, got it. Because she's been, doing things. So, okay, just wanted to know. Thank you. Sorry.
People their rights. Yes, ma'am. All right.
Why didn't you, like you said, speak to your lawyer? Why didn't you get your lawyer involved? Boy, y'all retarded. They is fucking retarded. She ain't got no heart today, Kingdom. I ain't got no heart today. It's Sunday. Jesus didn't have no heart. He was matter of fact. Jesus was matter of fact. Do what you're supposed to do. That's what Jesus said. At least that's what I'm telling myself. That's what Jesus said. Jesus said, get yourself to church. All right, here we go. Our next, because she don't have no lawyer. That's a fact. She ain't no lawyer. Most people don't have no lawyer. Most people be lying. Speak to my lawyer. Bitch, you know you ain't got no lawyer. I ain't even got no lawyer. I got lawyer apps and shit that I fucking can call as soon as something happened. But do I have a lawyer on standby? No, not of that. I pay through it to my company. It gives me a lawyer. Yeah, I pay that. Yeah. But I don't have a dedicated lawyer that I can call. Like, hey, yo, Joe Blow, this is what the motherfucker he did to me, and I don't think it's right. They ain't got that. Most people don't have that shit. Mo keep a lawyer on deck. Well, hey, Mo got that money. I ain't got money like Mo. I'm Pope.
This is an eviction appealed from the justice.
So now I'm being faulted again for something that's not being.
Respectfully, you need to be quiet.
Respectfully, you can ask me politely.
You may mute her. You may mute her. 25-4926 M Station Housing versus Leslie Mosley. If you would,
we got kingdom-minded people up here judging people. They over here judging people over here today. All right, here we go.
Go ahead and make your appearance for the record, beginning with counsel for the plaintiff.
Aaron DuBois, this is an eviction appealed from the justice.
So now I'm being faulted again for something that's not being.
Respectfully, you need to be quiet.
Respectfully, you can ask me politely.
You may mute her. You may mute her. 25-4926 M Station Housing versus Leslie Mosley. If you would, go ahead and make your appearance for the record, beginning with counsel for the plaintiff.
Aaron DuBois on behalf of M Station Housing LP, Your Honor.
Thank you.
This bitch getting kicked out of housing, dog. That's crazy.
And Miss Mosley, you're here by telephone. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Miss Mosley. All right, so we're ready to proceed. I'm going to let the plaintiff's counsel go first. If she's got any pre-trial motions, I'll hear those, and then I'll.
Come on, Asians don't. Them Chinese folks don't like the blacks. What we doing here? We know they don't like the blacks. What we doing here? I understand it because I got a little bit. We don't like the blacks like that. Well, especially not. Well, hold on. We don't like the Negroes. Blacks is okay. We don't like the Negroes.
And then, obviously, if anybody else does, and then we'll move on to the main case. Mr. Boyd.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, M Station is seeking possession of the property here today. This is an eviction appealed from the Justice of the Peace Precinct 1 here in Travis County. We do have a pretrial motion. We have our motion for immediate writ of possession under Texas Rule of Civil Procedure 510.9C. Ms. Mosley did file her appeal via a statement of inability to pay. She was required to make monthly rental payments into the Justice Court and then into the County Court on appeal. The County Court payments for rent in the amount of $693 is deficient. We only see one payment in the court's registry that would have been the payment to Justice Court. there is payments that remain due and owing for the month of August 2025 and now September 2025. And so we would be seeking the immediate writ of possession under 510.9C.
All right, thank you very much. Ms. Mosley, before I have you speak, I'm going to go ahead and swear you in. If you wouldn't mind, since I can't see you, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you're about to give in this matter shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
And I do as well, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. DuBois. All right, Ms. Mosley, one of the requirements under the JP's ruling and also under state law is for the debtor defendant on a eviction matter to make their initial payment to the registry of the court and the JP court, and then also thereafter, as rent becomes due per month, money has to be put into the registry of the court with the county. And Ms. DuBois indicates that you did, in fact, make one payment to the JP court for $700, but no payments have been made for August and September. Did you make any payments for August and September, ma'am?
Of course not.
So for my correction, the $700 that I made to the precinct 1 was for August. Now, when this September, because we're still in September, when the first act came up, y'all had transferred. Well, the precinct 1 has transferred my case, to you guys. So with that being said, when I got the information, I tried to call. The phones weren't working or anything like that until I got y'all's paperwork, which I haven't been mailed anything. I think it's just been kind of email, which I'm not really sure why it's just email because I'm at my apartment. Like I don't know why I'm not getting no mail with that. But when I called the actual lawyer that's representing M Station, they couldn't give me no information on what court basically to pay in because there's different precincts too, from my understanding.
Okay,
And
thank
so
you, ma'am.
I called around.
Stop for a second. Stop for a second. All that to say is payments haven't been made for the month of August and September, correct?
No, I made the payment for August and September. They will be accounted for.
You have not made a payment in September, have you?
No, because I didn't know the court to make the payment.
Okay, thank you. All right, well, be that as it may, the court will go ahead and grant the landlord's 510.9C motion and order immediate writ of possession for the property. All right, we're now ready to go to the main part of the case. Plaintiff will go first, then the defendant for the opening statements, press a brief statement, and then we'll go into plaintiff can present their case.
If you just ruled her having a writ, that means that bitch gotta go. So no matter what else you're gonna say, she gotta go. Why are we here? Now you're just wasting people's time. You just literally gave her a writ of bye, bitch. Why the fuck do you have to go? You could just go ahead and handle the rest of the court case. Oh my God, this makes no goddamn sense. Is it me? Look at the Asian motherfuckers. Don't even like the Negroes. They don't even like the Negroes. I'm saying, judges, absolutely. Hey, he Asian. He Asian. Would you expect him to be nice to these sorry ass niggas? Hell no.
In chief with documents and testimony. Defendant will have an opportunity to cross-examine any witnesses and make any legal objections to any documents. Then the defendant will have an opportunity to present any testimony and any documents they may have downloaded into Box or emailed to my staff before today's hearing. And in that scenario, obviously the plaintiff will have an opportunity to cross-examine any witnesses and make any legal objections to any documents that are offered. So now we're ready to do opening statements. And Mr. Boyd, do you have a brief opening statement?
Yes, Your Honor. As I mentioned, this is an eviction appeal. My client is seeking possession of the property there at apartment 3 here in Austin. My client's also seeking the amount of back due rent, and I believe that the evidence will show that Ms. Mosley owes that amount to my client. They would also be seeking their reasonable and necessary attorney's fees here today under the lease agreement between the parties and the cost of court and interest on any judgment that would be rendered.
All right, thank you very much. Ms. Mosley, do you have a brief opening statement?
I definitely have evidence basically stating that for when the apartment hasn't been in living conditions, that's one reason for non-payment. Secondly, also weather, disasters, what I would say also proof of that has also been an issue as far as the rent goes. But yeah, that's my brief opening.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. All right, Ms. Mosley, you have an opportunity now to proceed with any testimony or any written documents that you wish to offer in evidence, assuming you've either downloaded them in the box or emailed them to my staff before today's hearing.
Yes, sir. Before I get started with that, I would like to ask, and I'm not sure if I'm doing it correctly, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
But I would like to ask for a 30-day reset, being that I'm asking FEMA for a disaster release due to, like I said, non-payment due to the disaster, tornado, flooding over there in our apartments.
That's denied, but thank you. I'm not going to extend this for another 30 days, but I do appreciate
That's terrible.
All right. Anything else? Would you like to call any witnesses?
I don't have no witnesses. I just have my personal, my own statement that I like to.
Of course. Yes, ma'am. Of course.
Okay. So in the beginning of January, I did have a late payment. I did receive those notices to make it current. I did go into the office and explain my situation as far as me losing my job. I am on a program called CHI with M-Station. That's, I guess, CHI and M-Station are partnered. So I do have a caseworker through CHI, which is a housing program. So with that being said, I did talk to my caseworker and I did talk to the office about.
How much money do you think that she had to pay monthly? I think she had to pay like maybe $300-some-odd monthly. Maybe. And that's just giving, small shit. She $300 a month. So she was 2 months behind, so that's why she got that $600. Shit like that. I don't know. This shit crazy. You own housing, which means you got reduced property. Why the fuck can you not pay your shit? Man, this is crazy.
Giving me more time to fix the situation. At the time, my AC went out. They did not fix it. That was the issue. So that was another reason why payments were not made, because the apartment was not up to date at all.
I want Ms. Mosley to have her time in court, but I am going to object to any habitability claims or anything like that being brought up. It's just not relevant, and there's a fact. She can bring
relevant when it's been 2 months of no AC,
ma'am, stop talking. Objection's been made. You have to stop talking. Let her make her objection. I'll consider it, and then I'll make a ruling. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Boyd. I don't see any pleading which would indicate that this has been sought. Ms. Mosley, I'm going to go ahead and we'll strike any testimony regarding habitability. It hasn't really been pled, nor has it even been an issue in the matter, as far as I can tell. So you can go ahead and testify about other things relating to the lease and payments, et cetera, or anything you may have pled in the JP court or on appeals to us. Okay? You may proceed.
Okay. So just to make sure I'm correct, you're not hearing the inhabitability, however you say the word. Basically, my AC being off for 2 months and them not fixing it, you're not hearing that because they didn't put it in their testimony, but y'all are hearing mine now.
No, ma'am. It's because you didn't plead it. And it's not part of a case. All right, so go ahead and.
But I told the office that. So why?
Ma'am. I'm not going to say this again. I'm not going to consider that testimony because you didn't plead it. Please proceed. That's okay. I understand, but please go forward. All right, please go forward. Thank you.
Ooh, kingdom-minded people.
Another reason, like I said, talk to FEMA.
Kingdom-minded people ain't playing today. Stop playing it. Mayor. I'm sick of your shit, bitch. Just go home with the case.
I'm supposed to be getting help, housing, whatever the case had may been. FEMA's supposed to help me with my rent as far as the flooding and the tornadoes that has happened over there on M Station. That is also a thing I brought up to my caseworker. Whatever my caseworker talked to the assistant manager. I'm not really sure what was discussed, but I told them exactly what was going on. So at this point, again, I'm getting different information, and I don't think that is fair that basically I'm getting faulted for something that's getting miscommunicated, or I'm getting faulted for basically, like I said, disasters that's unpredictable. So of course, if it's flooding and I don't have a ride to work, or I don't have income basically to pay the rent, then of course me being on a CHI program was supposed to help. Confused on why I'm not being helped when that was the whole point of the program. M Station is supposed to be partnering with CHI to help me as far as rent. So again, just trying to figure out how we even got here, because again, I did talk to them, I communicated these disasters are happening and other things are happening as such that's basically putting me behind or putting my family in harm to where I have to figure other things out. So, and then the writ of possession immediate, I definitely object to, because I again paid. Obviously, I'm making the payments. I made the payment, and for August, I didn't make the payment for September due to the trial being transferred, due to me being notified later. So now I'm being faulted again for something that's not being communicated to me.
Come on, man.
Man, there's a document in the file, the JP file, where you signed tenant's notice of appeal and first month's rent information, then also notice for future payments indicating you had to make payments to the Travis County Clerk's office.
Yes, I understand.
Would you not interrupt me,
ma'am?
Ma'am, stop talking. The document
Why are you
says by
yelling?
mail. Would you stop talking? By mail,
Would you
it
stop
gives you the
yelling
PO box.
respectfully?
Stop
Respectfully,
yelling.
you need to be quiet. PO box 1.
Hey, stop yelling. You can stop yelling at me. That's what they call that, shaming. That's a shaming tactic. Is that what they say? Is what they call that? A shaming tactic. I think that's what they call that. I don't know. You shouldn't be yelling at me to get your point across. This shit is crazy.
Respectfully, you can ask me
49325.
politely.
You may mute her. You may mute her now.
Mute
so I
that.
can finish my comments.
That's a whole
Travis
fact.
County Clerk, Attention Civil Division, PO Box 149325, Austin, Texas 78714,
Not
or
Austin.
in person, Civil and Family Courts Facility, Travis County Clerk Civil Division, 1700 Guadalupe Street, Suite
Guadalupe.
4.3, Austin, Texas 78701. So, and that was signed by the defendant on 7/29/25. All right, you can unmute her and she may proceed. Do you have any other testimony you'd like to offer, Ms. Mosley?
Oh, she hung up.
Nope, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any other witnesses or any other evidence you'd wish to present?
Nope.
All right, hearing none, I assume that we now are at closing statements. Ms. DuBois, you may proceed.
Your Honor, the evidence here shows today that Ms. Mosley simply failed to pay rent for the months of January through September of 2025. While there is at least one registry payment, remains several months of unpaid rent. And so my client does have a superior right to possession of the property after giving the required notices under the lease to Ms. Mosley. Ms. Mosley has admitted to receiving those notices. And so again, Your Honor, my client seeks possession of the property and also an award of their attorney's fees and the back due rent that is due and owing, offset by any amount that is in the court's registry.
All right, thank you.
We
Ms.
need that
Mosley,
money, bitch.
your
We
final
need that
statement?
money. That money.
I don't have one. You're fine.
All right, thank you all very much. All right, based on the testimony and the evidence that's been presented, the court finds in favor of the plaintiff, finds that the defendant is guilty of forcible entry and detainer. And I don't use the term the guilt is really, it's just there's forcible entry and detainer. I find obviously the possession of the property should be returned immediately to the plaintiff, awarding damages for the back due rent for January through September in the amount of $6,237. And that'll be offset by my order, which will require that the clerk's office tender to the plaintiff the amounts in the registry, and that amount will be offset that original $6,237. I'm going to award the interest and court costs to the plaintiff, as well as their reasonable and necessary attorney's fees of $2,000, and then the conditional fees of the following: if there's a post-judgment hearing, $1,000; if there's an appeal to the Court of Appeals, $5,000; if there's a petition for review to the Texas Supreme Court, $5,000; and if the case goes to the Texas Supreme Court and the plaintiff is successful, then an additional $5,000 in attorney's fees. I don't think I need to set a proceeding response, since I'm ordering the immediate return of the property to the plaintiff. All right. Thank you all very much. I'll sign both orders here shortly. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yes, y'all are
If
excused.
you're
Thank
involved
you.
in a dispute
Thanks.
with another party such as this,
Dang,
and
you
just
better
can't
get the
seem to
fuck up
work
out
it
of that bitch.
Don't resort to taking
That's
the law into your own hands.
$15,000 if you want to appeal. That's not even taking in effect the motherfucking how much you got. Man, bitch, you better leave. They don't want you there. Why do you want to be somewhere where they don't want you? You know what? She just got kicked off the housing. That's what that just said. She is no longer going to be allowed to be on housing because she just got taken to court and she lost. Ooh, wee. She owe that money. She ain't going to be able to go to housing, bitch. Not like she needed it anyway, you know. She couldn't even pay the goddamn $300 that she had to pay for rent. I don't even think it was that much. She had reduced motherfucking house. Bitch, get your ass out. Do your job, bitch. Do your job. All right, here we go. Next case. That's a crazy pose right there. That's a crazy pose right there.
Going on between the two of you is quite frankly insane.
Want to be on YouTube if that's what it's coming down to.
Look at this thing you did.
What kind of wig was that?
One thing. This is
Oh, hell no.
250941 SM, the people versus Jessica
See, that's the problem, King of Mind. You can't feel bad for them sorry ass kids. That's what's wrong with people. When it comes to immigration and everything, I feel sorry. Fuck them kids. Get them fuck up out of there. You think they give a fuck about your kids? Fuck no, they won't care. Your kids gonna be on the first thing smoking. Man, fuck them. Bye. The fuck about it, y'all. Fuck them kids. Because I know they don't like mine. They don't even like half breeds. I told you I was gonna fire his ass. He's trash. That stupid ass call almost cost him.
Your line is on the probation.
Good morning, I'm James Guzek, on behalf of Ms. Chazorski. She's had the opportunity to go over her rights of rights form. She signed it, had no questions. Going to enter her plead guilty of having contact with Mr. Godot, and then we're asking if we can address the court prior to sentencing.
All right, ma'am, can you tell me your first and last name?
Jessica Jezerski.
All right, did you go through this probation violation arraignment and advice of rights form?
I did.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes,
And did you sign and date the back of that?
I did.
And you understand, ma'am, that if you enter a plea of guilty, you'll be waiving the hearing rights listed on this form. We're not going to have a hearing. Do you understand that?
Yes,
Okay. And you've had a chance to discuss that with your attorney?
yes,
And you understand there's a allegation you failed to comply with the no contact order. That's a non-technical violation. So I could give you the maximum possible jail time on this
Wait a
offense.
minute. So what we're hearing is it says fed up judge ends her toxic attachment and breaking non-contact order, which means she went against the TPO or PPO, which one of them had temporary protective order or permanent protective order. This bitch said, fuck your piece of paper. We gonna go ahead. I'm gonna stop this motherfucker. Okay. Now that we got the lay of the land, let's continue to hear that bullshit.
which would be 93 days. Do you understand that?
I understand.
Are you gonna speak up for my court?
I understand.
All right, knowing all of that, ma'am, how do you plead to the allegation you failed to comply with the no contact order?
Not guilty.
Has anyone forced you, threatened you, or promised you anything to get you to plea?
No.
All right, I'll accept the plea. Mr. Gazicki?
You know, I think obviously the court is well aware of this situation and that of the complaining witness in this matter. Mr. Zuski, she's been under doctor's care for many psychological things. And Mr. Verdov's taken advantage. He's had contact with her, and although it's her fault, or she should not be talking to him.
Oh shit.
She's obviously
He over here victim blaming. Do you hear the victim blaming going on? Oh, don't blame the victim. That bitch crazy. Why can't we just say that bitch is crazy and keep it pushing? This is sad. This is sad. You gonna victim blame this man because she want to call him? Stop it. He may have wanted some punani.
you know, he's manipulative, and she falls into the trap every time. You know, there's not much else I can really say, Your Honor. I'm just asking if there's an alternative to 5 days in jail. As I indicated, court's aware of both parties in this case.
I am.
Yeah, and I just wish the court would take that knowledge into consideration.
Ms. Wagaman, anything?
The only thing that I have, Judge, is that I did call Ms. Jazierski directly before the last contact reported to me.
That's what's so infuriating and frustrating about this.
Correct. And then they had a phone conversation discussing the conversation that I had with Jessica to never contact him. Hang up if he calls you. Do not respond or react to any text messages. And not even 2 hours later, I got word that she talked to him.
Here's the thing, ma'am. Mr. Verdu is going to use the criminal justice system to harass you and to punish you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. He's going to, because he's consistently done it. Here's the thing though, you're on probation. You had a court order. And in that order, I said, you can't have contact with him. And I'm going to refresh your memory. Last time we were here, or the time before, when I learned that you had a VOP for contact with him. And then I was given a stack like this of the two of you going back and forth, where he was verbally harassing you, abusing you. I mean, the whole thing was disgusting. The entire thread of messages was disgusting, but you kept taking the bait. When you did that, I had a really long lecture, ma'am. And in that lecture, I told you, I can't make him. There are things you can do, and it looks like you've done it. At this point, I can't make him not contact you, but I can make you not contact him. And what'd you do? He starts using the criminal justice system again. He contacts you all the time, but you respond and you don't do what he wants, and he goes to your PO, right? So he goes to your PO and provides some evidence that you have had contact with him, right? And then she calls you, and your PO tells you, do not have contact with him. The judge has ordered that you have no contact. Do you remember that call?
Yes.
And then the first thing you did when you hung up the phone with Miss Wagaman was do the one thing she said not to do, that I had previously ordered, previously lectured you on. We'd already been to court once on it. Do not contact this man. And you immediately put a call into him and started talking about your call with Miss Wagaman. And of course, Mr. Verdu got what he wanted because he recorded that call and turned it over to your PO.
That's a whole
So
fact.
not only are you, listen, I'm not justifying, I think it's clear his behavior in this case, but you are under court order to have no contact. And the one thing, if it would have been this back and forth, we would have looked at it. But when I have a probation officer call a defendant and say, hey, remember, you can't talk to him, period. And the first thing you do is get off the phone and call him. Where do you think you're going? Where
To
do you
jail.
think you're going when you outright violate a court order like that? That's right. Ding, ding, winner, 5 days jail. That's where you're going. And I hope you learned something from this.
5 day
Because
jail,
whatever's
bitch.
going on between the two of you is quite frankly insane.
Mm.
And if you have any contact with this man, you're out of your mind. Because anytime you contact him, he just turns around and tells Aaron and you go to jail. And the only thing I think is going to break this cycle in your mind where you understand what no contact means is if I send you to county. That's it. That's all. That's the only thing that's going to work. Everything else I've tried lecturing you. Aaron's talked to you.
What up, Lord ADS? How you doing, good sir?
What up, Uncle Tom? How's it going this afternoon?
Hey, it's going great. It's going great, you know. Still fucking with these crazy ass people.
This is your community, nigga.
My community? How's it
Yeah,
my community?
these is your people.
What people? I don't know what you're talking about.
The same niggas you talking about.
The white people?
Some of them, but not all.
I just don't understand what the people you talking about.
You just mentioned you got tired of these niggas, and I said they're your people, your community.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, some got lost in translation. Can we reset the conversation?
Go ahead.
Hey, Uncle Tom, how are you?
I'm good.
Good to hear, sir. So what are we talking about today?
We talking about this white woman that can't stay away from this motherfucking man that she keep talking to. She has a non-contact order, but this bitch keep going against that non-contact order as soon as this nigga say something to her. She gotta have something to say. So he did what another nigga would do: get this bitch locked up. That's what I would do. I would contact her just to get this bitch locked up. And that's, you know what? That's what he did. For now,
Ass up, lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
Going to jail, nigga. She going to jail. It's okay. 5 days. Bye, bitch. Yeah. What you say?
You got
about
to forgive her. You got to forgive her.
For what?
She's a woman.
And
she can't help herself. She got a little caught up in her feelings.
It's not my fault.
Shit went sideways, and now she's stuck.
Yeah. Well, she gonna have her ass stuck in jail. It's okay. You know, after the 5 days, all will be forgiven. But right now,
until he call again. Until he call again, nigga.
There you go. After that, she gonna go back to jail for what's it gonna be 10 days because it doubles after that. So it's okay. She's stupid. Let her be stupid.
I have literally put it in a court order and you violated the order. Not once, but twice. And probably many, many, many more times. So you're going.
Bye.
Okay, you're going to jail. You had a choice. And the fact I have a recorded call, that Miss Wagman received a recorded call of you calling him after she told you not to, there's no choice.
This is a very important moment. Do you know why?
Why is that, good sir?
Guess who checking the white bitch? Another white woman.
Bitch.
Yeah, she's checking her ass.
Yeah, as she should.
Yeah. See, that's the difference between a big difference between their community and our community is black people, right? Is that the women will handle the women, the men handle the men.
Well, if it was hold on, let's be honest. If this was a fucking a white judge, he would still be handling her ass too because she's literally violating a protective court order, protective order to not have any contact
right now. He probably would do what I did right now. All excuses. She's just a woman. She'll get over it. When she
that ain't how that works. I've seen it plenty of time where these motherfucking judges don't play with these hoes. Because they got to do it. They're going to make themselves look bad. You know they on national TV, right? This right here. But no, this ain't even national. This is world TV right here. You know they on world TV showing the stupid shit. If this judge want to make himself look stupid, not playing to the protective order. Because they approved it for a reason. So there you have it. I ain't gonna give this bitch no leeway. The bitch, you violated the order. It's time to take your ass to jail. And good. I'm glad a white woman checked her, not a white man. Cool. I'm glad with that, but I wouldn't care who checked her ass. I'm saying lock the bitch up on GP. She broke that order. She gotta go.
What's
But
all
yeah.
these extra people? Who is the victim in this case?
He's not on the screen.
So you got a black dude, a white dude, another black dude, some
Yeah, none
old
of
dude in the corner.
none of the people are involved in it. It's just this one right here and the judge. The dude is back here inside the court somewhere, so you can't see him because it's not his court office to be there.
Yeah, I mean,
he got the prosecutor to deal with this. He don't need nobody.
I'm just saying that this feels like this video got a lot of NPCs in it, non-playable characters.
It does. But that's beside the point. But okay, let's continue with this shit.
No choice. You're going to jail 5 days, Wayne County Jail. And when you get out, you talk to Aaron and you do not talk to Mr. Verdude, because if you do, next time I'll put you in for 10. And he's going to bait you, and you know it.
Yeah, lock our ass up.
Where's
Lock
that?
our ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. I'm cool with it. Lock that bitch up. I'm cool with it.
We have more problems.
It might. I think she is a judge in Michigan. Yeah, like, ooh, she got them cuss. You heard it. Go. Bye, bitch.
Get your little pretty ass over here.
Yeah, bring that ass here, boy. She gone.
She's never laid next to me on the movie. She never, laid on me. I've never held her. Nothing like that ever. Okay? Back tonight, we had to finish up what we were doing.
He crying. He crying.
Went away with her boyfriend Devin for the weekend. We had to hurry because he was coming. I'll never forget the last thing she said to me. Might be the last thing forever. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he fucked on her a couple times.
I love you, Raymond.
There you go.
We never slept together. But I'll tell you what, you can
Liar.
suck tomorrow, get him
Liar.
up now. That I tell you for real.
He's a liar. He's a
If
damn
you're involved in a
liar.
dispute with another party such as this and you just can't seem to work it out, don't resort to taking the law into your own hands. You take it to court.
All right, thank you very much. Officer Bell's waiting for you, and that will bring this case to a conclusion.
He's a mother-loving liar.
Okay, so that was my sister. She let me know the Officer Gobblewar, or whatever his name is. Our Hebrew Israelite, I don't know if he's a Christian Hebrew Israelite Jew, what the hell's his name? Ruthless, but he's a Hebrew Israelite. So he said he want me to contact him on when I'm free. Yeah. So this is about to get set up over here, boy. We about to set this one up. Yeah. I like that. Anywho. She should go to jail, and as it is, and that man was over there crying his eyes out because he was a victim. He was a victim, and how dare y'all laugh at his tears? How dare it?
It sounds like to me, Tom, is that what happened is he hit it a couple times and gave her too much of his personal information. And when he kind of ghosted her, that's when she started the crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me.
That what it was?
Yeah.
Okay. I ain't gonna deny that. It could be it. But it doesn't matter, right? She had a no contact order, and she should have motherfucking did as she was supposed to do. Not have contact with the motherfucker. That's not our fault. That's her fault. We just laughing at her because she's stupid. But anyway, we're gonna go with this next one.
Which is a whole fact. I agree with that. But for him to lie though, that's something else though, Tom. That's a whole different thing.
He didn't lie. He was telling the truth. That's what he was doing. He was telling his truth. He was giving her the dick. Every time I called her, she came over and laid that pussy on him. And then I called the police afterwards. She violated the no contact order. That nigga's a genius. Yo, I'm gonna tell you how much of a genius he is. He got that push, he got that punanye, right? And then for her to leave, he called her probation officer. That motherfucker good. That motherfucker good, boy. Yeah, I like it. I ain't mad at him. I am not mad at him.
That's dirty. That's a dirty deed, though, Tom. That's dirty.
How's that dirty? You tell me
That's
why. How's
dirty as
that dirty?
hell.
Shit. That is smart. You just mad because he thought the smart way. He got pussy free and clear of headache. Think about that. Yeah.
I can't dispute that. I cannot dispute that. He kind of did pull that off, though. You know what I'm saying? Kind of
Yeah.
smooth, like, yeah.
I need you to leave. No, I want to stay and cut up. All right, we'll call your
Okay.
probation officer, bitch. I'll call your probation officer, bitch. You over here making contact.
Get your ass up out of here. Yeah.
I told you to leave. You ain't want to leave? All right, cool. But I love you. Fuck you, bitch. I'm tired of your ass. I'm tired of your shit. That's what he said. That shit funny, though. I'm glad when men use the system against women sometimes, except for the other one where dude was trying to alienate a kid. And that's, to me, that's just grossly negligent. So, other than that, that shit right here, yeah, they ain't use that shit enough. So what you should, so this is the words of advisement to all you men out there. Make sure you put a PPO on your broad. And every time she act up, call her probation officer. That's what you do. Oh, you want to act up? Oh, you want to do, huh? Oh, okay.
You go check in with the PO once a week, Uncle Tom. You'll come. Yeah, this week she did act up, so I don't need any assistance. But thank you though.
That's how you do it. Make sure you get a PPO on that hoe, and then she'll act right. She ain't got no other choice. Okay. Oh, his name isn't okay. I'm gonna spell the name for the dude. The dude name is Officer Gabawar. Gabawar. Okay. I seen that number too. I just know who it was. But yeah, let's continue. Let's start this new case. He was going 100 miles an hour in a construction zone. This is the wrong judge to piss off. Oh, okay. We fucking with blonde hair. She new to the poach. She's a district court magistrate. We don't know her name. So we gonna continue.
Really slow down. Okay. Like you don't drive like that in construction or ever. Calling the case number of SP 4597890. This is the state of Michigan versus Redwan Ahmed. Your appearance, please.
Redwan Ahmed.
Yes, Honor.
Tell me your name.
My name is Redwan Ahmed.
What?
Okay. This was the date and time set for your traffic ticket. It was set for 9:01. It's now 9:48. The officer has failed to appear. This ticket is dismissed.
Damn.
Without prejudice. Any objection? It can be written again. Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Ahmed, this ticket is disgusting. The manner in which you're driving in this court's jurisdiction in a construction zone is not acceptable. Now, the officer isn't here, so I'm going to dismiss the ticket, but to be driving.
Ma'am, you don't have to dismiss a ticket. You can handle him without the fucking officer being there. He doesn't have to be there. You got all of his fucking shit he said. You got the report. Just go off the report, get that nigga motherfucker. Just suspend his driver's license. Make sure he take driving classes. And move it on like that. Plus, you can tell the nigga call ICE on that nigga. Call ICE on Ahmed, motherfucker.
25 miles per hour and going 98 miles per hour in a 60 mile per hour zone and in construction is bananas.
That's crazy.
You're lucky you just got this ticket. You're lucky you didn't hurt yourself, kill a construction worker, or injure another driver. That is absurd. That is absurd. If you cannot handle the responsibility and be an adult and follow the law,
Mhm.
She better stop that shit. The Middle Easterns don't play that woman talking down to them type shit.
See, I wish
They're
she.
going,
That's why
they're
I'm
going,
saying she should just gave him the ticket.
yeah, they don't like that shit. Woman talking down to them. Mm-mm. No, sir.
Fuck Ahmed. Ahmed go get punched in his throat fucking with this beautiful white woman. We don't play that shit over here in America. God damn it. Ahmed, she should have gave you the fucking ticket, nigga. You got money, pay the fucking ticket. It's probably about $3,000 to be honest with you. They told me what how much price mine was going for, going 35 over. Doing a construction, that shit is double, dog. That shit is double. Sometimes in some states it's tripled. They don't play about that shit here in Florida about the speeding in the construction zone. Shit.
And keep yourself safe, keep other drivers safe, and the construction workers safe. Don't drive. Okay,
Yes.
we don't need people like this on the road.
That's a fact.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
No, you
Okay,
ain't.
we don't need it on the road. There's absolutely no excuse. No excuse. That is 2 miles under 100 miles an hour. It's almost criminal the way you're driving yourself
Almost?
in society.
Almost.
And then to
ma'am, that is criminal. What the fuck are you talking? How are you a judge? How are
That's
you
a
a judge
whole fact.
and saying
That's
it's
a
almost
whole
criminal?
fact. The way these foreigners drive around here,
But
oh
it's,
my,
bro,
it's
think about
wild
it
to
like
me.
this: 15 miles an hour over the speed limit it automatically constituted as a criminal offense in all states. Matter of fact, where my phone at? Let me ask Gemini. Is going 15 miles an hour over the speed limit a criminal act?
Usually, speeding 15 miles per hour over the limit is a civil traffic infraction, but it can become a criminal act, a misdemeanor, depending on the specific state or local laws, especially if it's in a school or work zone, or if it is deemed reckless driving.
I guess not an off-face date. Okay, whatever. All right, well, let's see. What states is driving 15 miles an hour over the speed limit a misdemeanor offense?
Driving 15 miles per hour over the speed limit can be a misdemeanor in Missouri, a Class C misdemeanor, and in Arkansas and Alabama, where certain speeding offenses are classified as misdemeanors. Most states treat driving 15 miles per hour over as a civil traffic infraction, but it can sometimes escalate to a misdemeanor depending on the total speed or location.
That's crazy. Because I was going 30 something over. I guess. Never mind. All right. Never mind. I was going 35. I thought it was 25. Nah. Considering that he was in a work zone, that's crazy. And I know. Let me see. Is driving 15 miles an hour over the speed limit in a work zone in all states a criminal offense?
No,
Damn.
it's not a criminal offense in all states. Penalties for speeding in a work zone vary significantly by state, ranging from increased fines and points, traffic infractions / civil penalties, to misdemeanors, criminal offenses, often depending on how far over the limit you were driving and if workers were present.
Oh, no, that should be across the fucking board. That should be across the fucking board. Going 100 miles an hour in a fucking construction zone? Come on now. You doing too much. You doing too much. Absolutely doing too much. I can see 10 miles an hour. But 100? Oh, come on. Going 100, period. There's not a state in the United States that 100 or 98 miles an hour is legal. Let's be honest. So if you know if you even come on, man, we playing semantics now, but it's okay. She should have gave him the ticket though.
Think that you're going
Or
to
the
come
fine.
to
Shoulda gave him
court
the
and
fine.
contest the ticket and look for a break, which you did get. So I guess it worked out. But that just tells me you have failed to absorb, understand, and comprehend the egregiousness of your driving,
Oh,
number
wow,
one.
really? That's crazy.
And that you deserve grace and courtesy for almost going 40 miles over the speed limit in a construction zone. That you don't want to take any accountability for your actions.
That's crazy.
Okay, now you know what I mean? Like some people
I'm
drive
sorry.
like this
I'm sorry.
and
I
say, you
didn't
know
mean
what?
to.
I deserve it. I'm gonna take the L and I'm going to accept the consequences. But you came here, and I'm glad to give you a hearing. If the officer appeared, we would have had one. But sometimes when we act like this, there are consequences.
That's crazy.
Unfortunately, there's none for you today. I'm going to dismiss your ticket without prejudice, but you need to have a sit with yourself honestly and ask yourself why you find it necessary to drive in that manner in a construction zone. That's absurd.
I'm sorry,
Okay?
Your Honor. I'm really sorry
You a
that
lying motherfucker.
it's never happened with me before, and that's the first
Okay.
time.
But it's the
Oh
first
my
time
God.
you went 40 miles over the speed limit ever in your life from the time you've gotten your driver's license.
I never got any speeding ticket, my honor.
I know you never got a speeding ticket, but I find it hard to believe that you've never exceeded the speed limit.
I never, Your Honor. That morning, I don't know what happened. I forgot to check
Okay,
my.
well, you're making matters worse for yourself. The ticket is
That nigga said I forgot. That's crazy. That nigga forgot. Okay, you lying motherfucker. Get a nigga the ticket. Give him the fine, man. Oh, I'm so sick of these people, dog. Get that motherfucker the fine, dog. Man.
dismissed. You may leave the Zoom. You need to really slow down. Okay, like
Yes,
we don't
ma'am.
drive like that in construction or ever.
Yes,
Ever.
Your Honor.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you. You may leave the Zoom. Okay, calling the case number of 25P12192407. This is the city of Royal Oak versus Celia Hollis. Your appearances, please.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Magistrate.
Officer Rucker for the city of Royal Oak.
Defendant Parker sent in a letter. It said that it was not her fault that the app wasn't working. Okay, so ma'am, do you want to admit responsibility with explanation, or deny responsibility and have a hearing?
I'm denying that shit. Let's have a
I
hearing.
want to deny responsibility.
That's a whole fact.
Okay, let's raise our right hands. Let's hear from Ms. Collis first, please. Oh, no, take that back. Parking Enforcement Officer Rucker, please tell me about this ticket and give me your testimony.
Good morning, Your Honor. Officer Rucker for the parking enforcement citing ticket 192407. Date that it happened on was 7/23/2025. So they had a total time parking of 1 hour and 58 minutes.
Almost 2 hours, right?
Almost 2 hours, correct, yes. All pay stations were taking payments. This car has been parked here before on March 8th and June 28th of 2024. So they know how to use the system, the app and the pay station. The app was working correctly that day. I pulled it up, the system, to see what payments they were receiving. They were receiving all payments from apps and the pay stations.
And defendant,
bitch out here
your
lying,
testimony,
dog.
please.
As you already know, I've written a letter addressing this issue. I'm not fighting this to annoy the court. I'm fighting this ticket, however, due to the fact I'm truly not at fault. I always pay my tickets and I'm very responsible about them. I, however, only pay tickets when I know I'm truly responsible for those actions that got me the ticket. As you can see from my closed tickets on my record, both those tickets were paid immediately with no issues. However, this one I'm fighting because I'm truly not responsible. I've always paid for parking, no matter if I'm parked for 5 minutes or overnight. I'm not one to avoid paying when it is necessary. However, on July 3rd, the date of this ticket, the app was not working. I tried turning off the Wi-Fi on my phone to get better reception. I updated the app and even reset my phone because it kept telling me there was an error within the Sentry app. I tried everything I could think of to get the app to work and nothing did. Since the app was not working, I assumed that, like most cities do when the apps are down, like Ferndale, for example, over the summer, I did not have to pay the parking. I did not have to pay to park. I have multiple receipts showing that I have paid to park in that parking lot piece.
Okay, so we're not talking about past practices. We're talking just about this ticket. So
that bitch talk quick, boy. You better get it while he can, because she talk quick than a motherfucker. Did you get what she was saying, Lord ADS?
I did. And see, but you know what? This woman is innocent. Okay.
I'm with you. I think she innocent too.
Yeah, she
I
innocent.
think she innocent. I think the black lady lying on this innocent white woman with the blonde hair, with the bad eyebrows. That shit crazy.
If the app wasn't working, why didn't you go and pay at the station?
I didn't see a pay station.
Oh wow.
Where was she parked, enforcement officer?
P7, and there's 4 pay stations at that location.
Okay,
I
so
saw signs for the app. And you have used the app before, as she said. I've used it a couple of times in that exact parking lot, and it was not working, and I didn't see any pay stations.
okay, well, just because technology is not working on your phone doesn't mean that you got free parking. So if the
I
meter's not,
understand that, but it's also not the fault of myself.
ma'am, I was speaking, and we don't cut people off when they're speaking. So if the officer's speaking, or you're speaking, or I'm speaking, you have the right to speak, and we don't interrupt and cut people off in the court of law. Okay? So the law and the rule is.
Hey, I'm not liking this white on white violence over here. It's not looking good. Lord,
I mean, she got her show out now because she got the 2 black enforcement down there. You know what I'm saying?
You think she getting jumped?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, this shit crazy. Yeah,
over parking tickets though.
Nah, hey, pay to play. That's what. Listen, I use my handicap sticker. Fuck it, I ain't gotta pay. Fuck y'all.
App's not working or the meter's not working, it doesn't excuse payment. It means I have to pay or park elsewhere. Okay, so continue on with what you'd like to say, ma'am.
Thank you. Again, I'm not upset about losing the $20. However, I am upset about the principle of the matter. If the app was down, and I wasn't able to find a parking meter or additional option to process a payment to park, there's nothing left in my discretion to do. It should not be my responsibility.
Wait, are you reading a statement or are you testifying?
I wrote the statement myself that I want to make sure I get my point across.
Okay, go ahead.
There's nothing left in my discretion to do. It should not be my responsibility to pay for the malfunction of the city's parking system. I did everything within my power to comply and make payment. When the city provides no backup method that I was able to find and technology fails, that burden should not be placed on me. The burden should fall on the system that failed, not the person who made every reasonable effort to follow the law.
Facts.
Yeah, hey.
Okay.
Hey.
And enforcement officer Rucker, in this lot, where are the pay stations?
There are 2 pay stations when you pull in, when you first pull in, there's 2 pay stations there, and there's 2 pay stations on the exit end. So there's 4 pay stations in total.
Okay.
2 at entry and 2 at exit.
Okay, wait, where is P7 on 6th Street? Is that over by the railroad
Who's
tracks?
doing all the little
Correct.
like goofy
The address is
comments?
114.
You see them pop up?
149.
Hold on, I didn't hear what you said.
Okay.
What'd you say?
Who's doing all the little goofy comments? You know, the goofy comments that keep popping up. Oh, maybe there was more than one. Or, you know, yeah. You know, right?
That's the person that
Goofball?
the motherfucker who made this goddamn. Hey, give me a piece of tissue, please. Oh, when you come back? It's the person who made the video. Well, put the video together. Not me.
I know you ain't do it.
No.
But that whoever did this is a goofball.
Yeah. Well.
By definition. By definition.
By definition, okay. King of mine ain't shit. She said the sad part is that they walk for a living, yet both are overweight.
Oh,
that is fucked up.
Keep in mind that we can't say that though. Me and Tom can't say that type of stuff.
I can say, hey, y'all don't want to try to please these motherfuckers, not me.
A parking enforcement officer, do you have anything further you'd like to add?
If the app was not working correctly, she could have paid at the pay stations. When you pull in, there's 2. They're going to be, as soon as you pull in, there's going to be 2 to your left hand side, and when you leave out, there's 2 to the left hand, to the right hand side. I'm sorry. When you're pulling out, there's 2 to the right hand side. So the apps were working the pay stations were working that day. So hypothetically, just say if the app wasn't working, you still had other means to pay. And like I said, I ran a test to make sure that the system was working correctly. All pay stations were accepting payments, and the app was working correctly because I have other people who paid using the app that day.
Okay. And Ms. Collis, anything further you would like the court to consider on your behalf, ma'am?
The only thing I have to say is I couldn't find any way to park, and I am one to pay to park, as she has said that I've parked there before and have paid. I wasn't purposely trying not to pay this parking. I always do. I'm not one to not do that, and you have records showing I have parked there before and paid.
Okay. Having heard the testimony of both parties, I find that the defendant is responsible. The fine is $20, and I believe you posted a bond, so I'm going to apply the bond. Okay, thank you. This concludes the hearing. Take
She knew
care.
she was
Be
gonna
well.
lose that one.
Thank
I don't
you,
know
Your
why
Honor.
she even fought that one.
Thank
She's gonna
you.
lose regardless. She was gonna lose that one regardless. All right, let's stop that. Lord ADS, these cases is quick. I like the quick ones. We like the quick ones because I gotta get up out of here. It's 5:01 right now. We got
shit.
2 left. We got 2 left, and then we up out of here.
I gotta ready to go to the gym, Tom. I don't know how much. I can hang around a couple more minutes, but I gotta
you
ready to get
good.
up out
You
of
gotta
here.
go ahead, go, bro. Ain't no biggie.
All right, brother. Thank you for having me up. I'm ready to get my ass up out of here because I know it closes at 7.
For
So
sure.
all
Go
right,
ahead.
all right. Thanks, Tom.
For sure. Thanks for coming up. Here we go. Just go with this black woman. All right, here we go. Oh shit. Oh gee, when did you come up here?
Nigga, I did not know you was live. Nigga, nigga snuck a TPO in on me. Nigga, what we doing there?
I ain't sneaking. I put up a whole hour and a half before I went on Nice's show.
Yeah, I didn't even know, nigga. I've been over there arguing with this dumbass nigga. Let's go. I want TPO time, nigga.
You been arguing with Nice still this whole time?
Nah, hell nah. I'm arguing with Rufus, crazy ass. He came back after y'all niggas left. He came back up there. But man, go get to your show, nigga. You'll see that bullshit.
Yeah, that shit. I was up there on demon time. Oh shit! All right, what does this one say? Father's private DNA test says 0% chance. Mom refused to believe it. Oh, okay.
After the findings, like as I spoke to you earlier, coming to find out what had happened, what was imposed to me, I end up getting a DNA test myself.
Enjoy the video. Hit the like button.
Do each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this cause will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Mr. Brown?
I do.
And Ms. Taylor?
Yes, ma'am.
You may both lower your hands. And Mr. Leach, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. If I can first do service on the record for the father.
You may.
Well, so I say for Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, can you please state your full name?
So Roderick Brown.
And Mr. Brown, before today, you had not been served a copy of the state's pleadings in this matter. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
And did you receive an email copy of those pleadings this morning?
Yes, the one you just sent me. Yes, sir.
And you understand that you have the right to be personally served with that document by a process server at your home?
Yes, sir.
Damn, we
And
got
are
a
you agreeing
knight
to
and a
waive your right to
superhero
personal
on the
service
screen.
until your appearance in the case today?
What'd you say?
We got a knight and a superhero on the screen, sir.
Yeah.
He's Sir Roderick, and she is Superwoman.
I'm telling you, bro, that nigga daddy old and big. Ain't that nigga his name? I want my boy name to be Sriracha. That's an old nigga name.
If that's that nigga name for real, that's crazy. That's crazy.
His parents got to be 60 when they had this nigga, bro. He got an old person name.
He was knighted by the queen, sir.
That's a
Get off
fact.
him.
Sir Roderick, nigga Brown. Nigga, they whole go together.
Oh shit. What the fuck did I just do? I hit the wrong button.
Well, what's the kid's name? Super, sir?
Crazy. All right.
She look like she a handful too, boy.
Handful and a half. She ain't
Yeah.
smiling at all. Nothing, nigga. Ain't
Oh,
nothing.
nigga, that little grin on her face.
She on that meme today.
She got them base level blinds on her apartment window. Oh yeah, she a real one.
That nigga got his whole blinds open, nigga. That's your shit, nigga. We didn't see your face.
Yes, sir. Ain't that's what I told you earlier?
Yes, Mr. Brown.
Okay, yes, sir.
Judge, I pass the witness, and please let the record and Odyssey reflect that Mr. Brown has waived his right to personal service and entered his appearance in the case today.
The record will so reflect. Mr. Brown, he has to ask you those questions in front of me so that I know that you waived.
Oh, yes, ma'am. He told me. Yes, ma'am. He told me.
All
Okay.
right.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Leach, you may proceed.
Judge, we're here on the state's original petition in suit affecting the parent-child relationship. Both parties have now been served. If I can first offer in the evidence what's been marked for identification purposes as State's Exhibit A, the acknowledgement of paternity that was attached to the state's petition filed April 26, 2025.
State's Exhibit A is admitted.
And Your Honor, Mr. Brown is wanting to challenge the validity of that acknowledgement of paternity and request that DNA testing be ordered. The state would request that Mr. Brown's request be denied, but if I can take testimony from the parties.
You may.
Mr. Brown, you did sign the acknowledgement of paternity for the child, Sir Roderick Brown, of the suit. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Because at the go ahead. I'm sorry.
And you are now requesting that DNA testing be ordered. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
And why are you requesting that DNA testing be ordered now?
After the findings, like as I spoke to you earlier, coming to find out what had happened, what was posed to me, I end up getting a DNA test myself. When I got the DNA test, the results came back 0%. I acknowledged Miss Taylor about it, and it was basically like in shock. Like as she stated, I didn't really know. I didn't mean to do this to you, you know, this and this and that and that. So then time passed by. She ended up asking me, was it fake? And I was like, no, it's not fake. I went through this same situation like a year ago, and the other kid that I had that I raised, Miss Taylor helped me raise him. You know what I'm saying? So we went through the same situation of the DNA test. I did the same thing with baby boy, and it came back 0%. And she didn't believe it, so she was like, she wanted to get one herself. So when she sent me the picture of the screenshot of saying the court that I have a court order, which where we at today or whatnot, that I need to be there. So I asked her, what was it about? She was like, basically, it's just because she wanted the DNA test. So I was like, okay, cool. You know, regardless of whatever, I'll make sure I be there.
Here's the problem that I have with this OG and Mayo. The OAG, the Attorney General, don't want to just say, hey, get the blood test. Just because he's remember what we were going through a long time, Mayo, where we said a blood test doesn't mean that you ain't the father?
Yes.
Why ain't this motherfucker giving him I mean, not DNA. Why is it that him signing the birth certificate automatically assumes that he's the father? See, that's the bullshit, the double face shit that they be doing.
Oh, I agree.
That shit is crazy.
If they're going to do that, they need to give a DNA test before the birth certificate is even printed.
Yeah, before it's even sent back in after the final record shit. Yeah, because I didn't know that just because you signed the birth certificate, it doesn't mean that you are actually the father, right? You got to go through more steps to say that you're the father or the mother or whatever. Well, actually, I don't know how it doesn't work like that for the mother, but it absolutely acts like that for the father. But in this case, he had his own DNA test done, even though he signed the birth certificate. And we all know just because you signed a birth certificate doesn't mean that you have actual what is it? What you have you don't have I would say property rights because it's not that, but you have rights to the child.
Yeah.
Even though you signed the birth certificate. You still don't have rights to the child. You got to go through more steps. Just because you got the birth certificate doesn't mean that you're the father. So in that case, why are they doing it the double-faced way right now? He has had a DNA test, and all he wants to do is get the DNA test. He didn't deny them anything besides, I want to make sure my test was correct. And she did the same thing. But this motherfucker said, no, he signed paternity. He automatically the father. Get the fuck out of here. That's bullshit.
Fucking crooked as shit, dude.
Absolutely. You know, they getting
They
that, they
take
getting that
advantage.
reimbursement.
And I would actually say that they're taking advantage of him in an emotional state.
Yeah, custodial rights. That's right.
And he would not be responsible for his actions due to a mental illness due to the birth of his child.
Oh, that shit crazy. Yeah, I mean, that's an avenue.
Sounds like he's not the father.
I mean, no, but he was told he was, so he was happy like he would be. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He went through the whole thing with her. You know, felt the kid kick in the belly, listened to the kid in the belly. You know, did all that bullshit. So she suckered him into thinking that was his child he was listening to. That's emotional abuse.
And not to mention, absolutely, that is emotional abuse. And to come back to the fact that when he did have the fucking when he did have the child and he went and got a DNA test, she want to act like I didn't mean to do that to you. That's emotional. That's emotional. And what they do is they play on your mind. Oh, you think I would do that to you? You think I wouldn't do that to you? And that's before. Why would you want to burst it? That's the most I've heard from men is, why would you think I would cheat on you? Why you think you should get a DNA test? If that's the way, why are you here? Why are you here if you don't trust me? That is what do you call that? Goddamn. Fuck. What is the word?
Gaslighting?
Not just gaslighting. I mean like a real actual term. Hostage. She damn near holding this nigga hostage on this shit. To say, oh, well, don't be with me then since you don't trust me. That's mental hostage on the motherfucker. That's crazy.
Sure.
So we can go on with this proceeding or whatnot.
And Mr. Brown, when did you do the private DNA test?
It was in March.
Okay. And do you know when the child of the suit was born?
He was born February 15th.
Okay. Of this year?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I pass the witness, Your Honor, if I'll call the mother next.
You may.
Ms. Taylor, could you please state your full name?
Capricia Taylor.
And Ms. Taylor, are you in
Ain't the Attorney General's office not supposed to actually weigh in on either side if they're not they're supposed to take a neutral side to it? Why is he denying something that's supposed to be between those two? That's crazy.
And I think deep down, a lot of these guys know after a bit, after the initial hype tones down, did they just get a feeling that they ain't got a connection to this kid?
Yeah, it's possible. It's
you
possible.
know,
I ain't have it because them motherfuckers look like me. So
whose side is this OAG? Who is he for? Is he there for Mr. Roger, or is he there for the courts? So he got to ask both of them the questions. That's where I'm lost at, because I thought he was there for the courts because the courts determined if because they signed that paperwork. He just trying to get that shit revoked, right? Like he trying to say, take me up off this shit, nigga. Like I ain't the father.
Yeah, well, he's trying to. Yes, that's what Mr. Brown's trying to do. But the OAG saying, no, you signed it, so that means you the father because you signed it. Come on, bitch. I thought that's not the only. That's not the only way you. The only way you fucking determine that you were actually the father. There's other shit like DNA, motherfucker. They're both together. Supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Not just signing some shit, especially when you have your own, when you took your own and it says you're not. You can't just say, with the evidence that I have is null and void because I did my shit after the fact. That's crazy. Especially when she's, I don't know, man. This shit irritates the fuck out of me.
I'm telling guys, man. First time you hold that child, be hiding that swab for the test. in your hand.
Oh, absolutely.
Stick it in that kid's mouth. Shut that shit. Hey, I'm gonna go get
And
something
don't
to eat.
and don't
And send
sign
that shit to the lab. And
don't
don't sign
sign
shit.
anything until that motherfucking shit come back. Because obviously, once you sign that shit, according to the Office of Attorney General, these motherfuckers, you just committed the ultimate sin by signing it. I wouldn't sign a motherfucker. Don't put my name on shit, bitch.
You want to know how else to tell?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Tell her you're gonna do it and see how she reacts.
Oh, absolutely. See that them motherfuckers know they did wrong, but you also gotta remember this. Some of them are habitual liars, bro. So they can lie with a straight fucking face.
Oh yeah, but you'll get the test either way.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No,
I'm not saying don't get the test. Get the test. I think every man should know if they're the father of their child or not, because that's the only thing a man will never know in life. If that child is there, especially if they don't get DNA, you are to assume that you're the father. The woman knows that they're the mother, but you are to assume that you're the father until you die. Think about that shit. Until you die, you have to assume that you're the child father without DNA. Yep. And if you get DNA, they want, you don't trust me, you don't do this shit. The fuck out of here.
It's like depositing money into a bank account you don't know the number of.
Absolutely. Now,
and you need the number to withdraw. So
some men don't care.
That'll make you go crazy, bro. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you come down and think about that shit, you will never know that you're the father based off your emotional tie to a woman. If you have an emotional tie to this woman, you are to always assume that you are the father of these children. Because if you step out of that emotional tie and move on logic, hey, let me absolutely 100% know that I'm the father of this child and get a DNA test. That don't mean you hate the bitch. That don't mean you want to leave the bitch. That just means, hey, I want to be certain for myself, not you, not the child, but for me. This is my bloodline. And you're telling me that this is my kid. I'm supposed to believe you just off the words that you lie every other day? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. That's the dumbest shit ever. That's just dumb. But that's what they coerce men to believe. If you go get a DNA test, you don't trust me, that means you don't want to be with me. Where the fuck is the logic in that thought? But that's what they do to men.
That's not logic, sir.
Yes. Lord Jesus.
Agreement with DNA testing being ordered today?
Yes, I am.
No further questions, Your Honor. I pass the witness.
Then I'll grant the request for DNA testing. This case will be reset to what day, Mr. Leach?
It'll be reset to January 21st, Your Honor.
This case will be reset to January 21st, 2026 at 8:30 a.m. You will both need to be present on that date and at that time. Also, you need to participate in the DNA testing on the date that the agency schedules you or as close to that date as possible so that the results will be available when we return to court on January 21st. Does anyone have any questions?
No, ma'am.
So I have no say so. I don't have no, I can't explain nothing because what he just said was not true.
What?
Well, ma'am, you said you didn't have a problem with the DNA testing. There's nothing really to explain after that because
I'm saying
Miss Taylor, all I'm doing today is ordering the DNA testing. That's
he
it.
just lied on the oath.
Okay. Well, we can talk about that when we come back if he's the child's father.
All right, that's fine.
Okay.
All
right.
That's a big old breath.
Then if there are no other questions, thank you both for appearing here today and you're both free to go.
Sir Roderick, the baby is well fed, sir.
Yeah, my God damn. Yeah, but see, she worried about the wrong thing, talking about that nigga lied on her. See, first of all, you incriminate. See, I wish she would have incriminated herself and just went ahead and bust out and say, no, he is the baby daddy and he the only person I've been with and all that. So that way, when it came to that January the 21st,
a whole long time, nigga.
I'm trying to tell you, nigga, say we can go ahead and get your ass for contempt of court because you up here lying on a nigga. The results say 0. So that means who was on the oath line? You and me. Yeah, I mean,
Now, think about this. The reason why they postpone this so far out is not to get the results. To be honest with you, it's not to get the results. It's literally so they can backdate that child support. That's it. So, brother, if you are the baby daddy, you better stack that child support up. I would just stack up $500 a month because you're gonna have to pay it if you the baby daddy. And then what month is November, October, November, December. So you got 3 months, bro. And I don't know when they did this
more
court
than 3
session, but
months. What was that?
yeah, I don't know when it started, but I'm saying
No,
right
because
now,
the baby was born in February 15th. So
yeah, they're gonna backdate to when she fucking actually filed or he filed, whoever filed for this shit. I think he said it was him. So they're gonna backdate that to that day. So he need to stack up $500 a month if he's the baby daddy. So if he know he not, he good. He Gucci. I ain't stacking him shit.
And if he's not, he can go. He got money to go have a party.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think he is. If he ain't already sent the DNA test in.
I'm gonna tell you right now, he ain't the father. I'm gonna tell you the reason why I know he ain't the father because of what he said. OG, he said this shit happened to me before. So once the baby was here, we got all the good doodles and all the yays and nays out there. He went behind her back, got the DNA test. It showed it wasn't. So I know he not the baby because it happened to him before, and he raised him and her helped. Well, she helped him raise his child. So yeah, from based off what he said, he ain't the daddy.
No.
He ain't the daddy. He know he ain't that. That's why she only focused on him lying in court. What did he lie about? You know what he lied about? Well, he said I didn't say it's a good thing. Come on. And he said, I didn't mean to do this to you. That's the only thing she was worried on. I guarantee you. Well, he said that I said I didn't mean to do that to you. He lied. What I said was.
Hold on. Think before you play this, Judge Stevenson. No, I'm looking at the judge's name. I'm trying to think of Judge Stevenson. I'm trying to think of picture it in my head. But go ahead.
Oh, you ain't gonna like this one though. It's only 8 minutes. I would want short one today.
You know what? It's my choices. You could grimace all day long.
Yeah, he ain't that bad.
These look like these are.
Oh, I like him.
Yeah. He ain't that bad. Yeah, he ain't that bad. He ain't that bad. No, because it's him and that young dude, bro. The dude that be doing the traffic.
Yeah.
Them two niggas ain't bad, bro. They ain't that bad. Yeah, I thought it was somebody else.
Yo, but you always got something to say when this nigga talk.
It depends, bro. We're gonna see. We're gonna see this nigga. But yeah, I think I let him. I gave him a pass last time.
You did. Yeah. All right.
Well,
she had a new offense around her too.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Oh, she a thug, nigga.
Huh. You can't. So this whole the defendant, are you Brittany Thomas?
Yes, sir.
You're charged here with injury to a child. You've been on probation in this court since 2020.
Yes, sir.
Yes. I generally read all these, but so the child abuse in this case was recorded on a video and was found circulating on social media.
Yes, sir.
Who videoed it?
Somebody that was in the car with us.
Huh?
Somebody that was in the car. I moved out here with my friend and somebody that was in the car with us when I got up to the schoolhouse recorded.
I feel sorry for the child.
It's okay.
God damn.
Oh, man.
You think I was coming up here on your
Thomas is a single mother of 5. The oldest is 20, and she says none of the fathers are around to help. Her 4 youngest, 3 little girls, and the 7-year-old boy are now in.
Oh, we watched that.
Get the fuck out of here. See what I'm saying, bro? We watched that. That when she went to the school, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, but she didn't do nothing wrong by beating his ass. He needed his ass whooped.
Yeah, we seen that. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy.
CPS custody. That state agency says no parent can spank their child.
So
I'm gonna fight for my kids. I was
you
wrong.
observed
That's crazy.
hitting the child with a black belt several times.
She didn't do it with a
Also, you
hand.
observed screaming profanities at the child, calling him
That's where
the
she fucked up,
N-word
Mr.
and
Belt.
threatening to
That's
break
the only
his
thing that
face
nigga
in.
learned. That's the only words he knows.
Continuing to yell profane language at Williams, at the child. How old is the child?
He's 12 at this moment.
I'm not, I'm going to ask somebody else. I don't want to talk to you right now. We're going to
Wow.
talk to you in a minute. You're the
Oh, wow,
defendant in
old
this
puss
case.
ass
How old
nigga.
was the child when the prosecutor?
Well, I'm not going against this
I'm
nigga.
not
Yeah.
entirely sure, Your Honor. I didn't have this case at the time. I believe he was about 9.
9 years of age. Striking him and yelling profanities, the N-word, threatening to break his face.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
That's a whole fact. I threaten to break
Weren't
my
you
kid's
the
face all the time.
parent, the role model? That was terrible.
Yes, sir.
Stand up for yourself.
No.
Fuck this
No,
shit.
you can speak. Go ahead, but your actions speak a lot louder than your words.
Yes, sir. I never said about breaking his face.
So somebody lied about this for no particular reason?
But I did spank him.
It's on video.
I did, and you can listen to the video. I did.
No
I
more.
did
We don't.
spank
We
him.
don't
I
have
took
it.
full
The
responsibility
case
for
won't
it.
take until 20th
2019, I went
of
by
January.
the way, yes, sir. But he had no bruises. He was not physically abused, but mentally abused. But I took full control of it. I was very.
I'm sorry, what did you just say about the abuse?
He wasn't physically abused. He was emotionally abused.
That's a fact.
You see anything wrong with emotional abuse for a child?
Yes,
No.
sir. Yes,
You don't
sir.
think a child carries that around forever?
I've done.
No, because most kids are malleable. Let's be honest with you. So what? So what? You hurt their fucking feelings. Fuck out of here. I was fine. You know, I was called stupid every goddamn day. Nigga, my name was stupid as a child. Nigga, that was my name. Come here, stupid. Oh, and my mom called me a bitch. I don't know how many times, nigga.
See, now this right here on the courtroom shouldn't be happening. I don't. You using your parent. You don't like the way that somebody parented their child, and just because you see it a certain type of way, to you it might look. But man, come on, man. I didn't see worse. That ain't no stenching coat. She whipped this nigga with a belt. A belt, nigga. A belt is a belt, nigga. That's not hands.
Did you get beat with a belt?
Yeah, bro. You got beat with anything, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. I got beat with a lot of shit. The belt was the easiest, lightest one. What the fuck is we doing here?
That's like I got beat with a belt because motherfuckers was trying to be civilized around other folks when I was doing dumb shit around people. That's when my daddy want to pull off the belt and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he want to make it look like something. But if we was at the house, nigga, I know nigga would have grabbed whatever the fuck he want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. This I used to tell my little brother that shit all the time. Like, bro, our parents are fake, bro, because they don't do this shit at the house. They get around other folks, bro. They want to talk to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Nice. Nigga, you don't talk like that to me. Nigga, what we doing? You code switching, nigga, for the ass whooping because you're around folks. What she did was went up there and gave him, again, what my mama would have done to my dumb ass, pulled off a belt and whooped me. After my teacher, at this time, we were still getting whoopings in Dallas. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing around the world, but they were still whooping our ass for paddles in the classroom. So we got double whoopings. May got a triple if I went to my grandpa's house. So stop playing with me. This is what this Judge Stevenson Jr., sir, on that John Stevenson. You're off on this one, brother. Because we didn't see worse, and we didn't see these black women put hands on. We seen a black woman drag her son through the bathroom. You hear me? I mean, really punching this nigga. This woman went up there to correct the nigga who was probably up there
And
being an asshole.
Her son was
You know
grown.
what I'm saying? Exactly what she did. But this little nigga, 9 years old, he probably cutting up in class. Teacher can't get him to do right. Mama got to come up there and put some straightening on that nigga. And she told him some words that he should hear, and the words he understood.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But they gonna take this shit in another way. I'm gonna leave this one alone. I'm gonna let them go and do their thing. I don't want to hold up your time. This right here sad. I didn't think it was this. I didn't think it was that. After we didn't see that video, I'm like, I didn't think it was that.
Yeah, that was something else because we all seen that fucking video. Matter of fact, it was a topic of discussion for a long time on YouTube about that same shit, bro. That same shit. It was a topic of discussion. But you know, that's how they do it. So let's continue.
So yes, sir. I took full responsibility for it.
Well, it's what the so while after you've accepted full responsibility,
Yes, sir.
there's a motion to revoke probation here that has 10 violations.
Oh wow.
Not 1 or 2 or 3, but 10 violations, miss. I'm taking responsibility.
Oh wow. That's terrible.
Let me read this. Oh, are you kidding me? Committed the offense of driving while intoxicated with a child under 15 after mistreating children. You're driving around with a child?
It was 2 children, Your Honor.
2 children.
To be clear.
Bitch, shut your ass up. That shit is crazy.
I'm not taking the deal. No. You don't mistreat children and then you're not interrupting. You've got a fair opportunity to be heard. But you know what? It's my choices now. It's my choices. I don't have to take a deal. It's up to me. And we're going to have a hearing and we're going to hear the good and the bad and the ugly about this, all about you. And then I'll get to make a decision. Okay. But I'm not going to take 3 years. No, that sounds terrible. That's minimal. You can grimace all day long, but it's minimal for harming a child. Do you understand?
No.
That's not tolerated in this room. Do you understand?
No.
Mistreating a child. Do you understand? Yes or no?
No.
You don't understand. From your life, from your silence, you don't
I
understand.
completely understand, but I have no say so. I thought this was my hearing.
Oh, you got a hearing, but it's up to me to decide. You see, I think what you do is you've gotten into a position with your children, I guess, in your environment where
Kids,
you are
man.
in
They put their
absolute
mama through.
control, which means you can harm children at whim
I can
and be
never- I never harm-
and you can interrupt the judge at any time.
No, because this- no.
Here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. I don't take the deal. We're going to have a hearing. When can y'all be ready for a hearing?
Right now.
Our officers are from Houston, so we would ask for just a little bit of time whenever the court is available.
Friday.
I don't think I can get them here by Friday. One of my officers is the captain of the fire department and he's working 72 hours straight this week.
When can you be ready?
I need at least 3 weeks notice for my firefighter so that he can make arrangements.
To do what?
Give them testify.
All right,
What I'm allowed.
you got it.
He did notify us that they were shorthanded over there right now in the fire department.
You have a reasonable amount of time to get them.
Okay.
And Judge, I did tell the prosecutor that this was going to be a plea so that she could cancel them in enough time.
Okay.
So it's not,
You-
she would have them
it's-
here, I'm sure.
Yeah, this is information I never know about until we get up here. And I'm not accepting a plea. We're going to have a hearing on it. I'll give you 3 weeks.
Okay.
3 separate 3 weeks. That is all.
Going back to jail now. She was already in jail to begin with, so we're driving under the influence. You can't be
All right,
mad
what's
at it,
next?
dummy.
So she was this because she got her ass got in
Saturday,
trouble.
too many people minimize.
She had 10
Yeah,
violations.
so what I heard was she had already was into some shit or this resulted of something and they put her ass on probation. The reason why she's back in that motherfucker is because she got violated.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So nigga, now he about to go through and really just put the arm on your ass, nigga, and drop the motherfucking what you call that thing? Got this in that little thing
Goddamn
the gamble, whatever it is, whatever fucking thing. Yeah, the guy, he gonna drop this some bitch on you hard as he can. Now you didn't piss him off. You got him in his feelings, so you about to get all your years. Just let you know that now. He about to try to throw away, kill your ass, nigga. You done pissed him off with your attitude.
She gonna get about 6 years.
Yeah, they about to give her more than that.
Now, the reason I'm really gonna give her 6 years because she still got custody of her kids.
Yeah, but she got abuse on the child. She got the
Driving with a
verbal
child.
shit, and then that's what I'm saying. They about to hit her motherfucking ass, bro. She gonna be locked up for a little bit.
Yeah.
And her son he don't even know what he did to his life. Sad. By acting a fool at school.
Acting a fool at school. You know you ain't supposed to be acting a fool at school.
Yeah,
I got my ass beat so many goddamn times at school, man. It's ridiculous.
You hear me? My mom used to come in that whole nigga with an attitude, nigga. She had to leave
you
her.
know what used to piss me off more than anything? My mom would grab my motherfucker. Now she know I got sensitive ears. I have very sensitive ears. If you massage my ears, I'll go to sleep type shit like in seconds. It's crazy. It's like when you turn a shark on its belly, they go to sleep and shit in the trance. That's me. My mom used to pull my motherfucking ear, dog, and that shit used to make me go crazy, nigga. I wanted to hurt her ass so bad. I swear to God, when she grabbed my ears, dog, she don't know. She to this day, she probably don't know how much that made me want to hurt her ass. I was thinking of all kind of things I could do when she did that shit to me. I can take an ass whooping. Just don't fuck with my ears. My ears are really fucking sensitive. Oh, that man, Jesus.
Marcus say throw a book at your ass. That ain't happened too. It happened too.
I got beat by the fucking principal. I done got beaten by my pops. Got beat by my mom. That's about it. No one else pretty much hit me no more, just besides the principal. Yeah, and my parents. I didn't stay around grandparents to go to grandparents to get my ass beat by them. So I didn't really get no beat by none of them. It's just, it's my mom and dad and the principal. I'm the only three motherfuckers that whooped my ass was those three.
Shit, the teachers was allowed to beat you.
Yeah, but
mine went straight to the principal. Like once we got in trouble, we had to go to the principal.
Some of them teachers at our school did that, but nigga, most of the motherfuckers like Miss Barnes, no, she just didn't have the solid paddle. Her paddle had a little flex to it. It was more plastic ass plastic. So she swung that bitch back to her, gave a little bit, then came back on your ass. Like the coaches had their own paddle. Like the motherfucking teachers who didn't want to abuse I ain't gonna say it because I thought there was abuse. People who didn't want to whoop their students, they'll send them to the principal. But shit, some of them teachers had a heart of gold, nigga. They'll tear your ass up in front of the rest of the students. You know what I'm saying? Just to prove a point. So
I know I got my ass beat for throwing a desk at Miss Light. Miss Light, I hope you dead right now. You was old then, bitch. You probably dead. Yeah, I ain't like you, ho. I did not like that, but she called me stupid, dog. Oh, hell no. I don't take kindly disrespect from a fucking cracker.
Nigga, I'm gonna tell you, nigga, the worst one, nigga, is when we all fucked up because we used to have to come to school and we was playing basketball. So our coach and shit used to have us come up there, nigga, early. He used to open up the gym and shit. That nigga used to come to a nigga class and he caught about 6 of us, nigga. At the same time in class, nigga, that nigga had us work out while whooping our ass at the same time. He'll make you do some squats, nigga, go to a push-up, and as you come up, and keep on going, nigga. He had a format, nigga. Like that shit would make you stop being bad in class, nigga. That made you want to learn, get the shit done, have your homework done in her hands before you leave up out the classroom because you ain't want to fuck with this nigga no more. That's why mine was. Because he knew he gonna come and check. Did they do their homework last night? Nope. Come on. He ain't do it right there in front of the classroom. Before they even ask for attendance, nigga, he whooping your ass just to prove to everybody in there. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he wanted to prove. I don't know what it was. It didn't mean it makes sense to me, but
it didn't make sense to you.
They didn't make sense to me. Whooping nigga ass for no reason, bro. Because I ain't want to do my homework. It's my choice. First of all, I used to tell the nigga all the time, bitch, it's my homework. It's not even yours. He gonna give me whooping for my homework. Nigga. Let me fail. I might be cool with the C+, nigga. I don't want to do homework for the last 2 weeks of the semester. I just want to skate through with a C. You want me to be smart and be great, nigga, get an A and B. Nigga, I don't want to be A's and B's, nigga. I want to be a C today. I want to be a C this time. I I don't want to study so hard.
Was that
They tell them
before?
niggas
After,
that shit, bro.
was that before? Or after you went to the 9th grade?
Well, yeah, that's before. Because by that time, nigga, we had a different coach. Nigga, that nigga when he was even worse than another nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Because now nigga, he really think he can. Because you down there, all y'all niggas down there grown, bro. So now he really think he can do some shit to you, nigga. I'm about to skirt off in this car, nigga. You got me fucked up, nigga.
He's about to dip.
Yeah, nigga.
OG, y'all going live tonight?
Yeah, Wrestler got it set up already. He got it. It's gonna be 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock Eastern time. Eastern time, 7 o'clock Central.
No. 7 o'clock my time, 9 o'clock Eastern time. No, 8 o'clock my time, Eastern time will be 9 o'clock. You fucking
Okay. So 8 Central, 9 Eastern or whatever. Pacific, not Pacific, Eastern time. Yeah. All right, y'all. Man, I got my son want a long snap. I guess I gotta go out there and long snap with him. And get this shit done. All right, y'all. We're gonna be out. Look forward to DBD tonight. Come up there and act a ass. I'm gonna be quiet this week. I'm gonna be quiet tonight. I ain't gonna.
Nigga, you come up there like you came up on Night Show, nigga, on Demon Time.
Yeah, fuck Sherrod, nigga. No, I had fun over there, but yeah, we up out there. Thank y'all. I'm trying to get these things going back again. I'm over at my property, which is good. I mean, I get to go start my walks again and all the good shit. So look forward to it because 11:30. I gotta get up out of here by 11:30 on weekdays, so I don't get in trouble by my wife. She been putting the hammer down, whooping my ass for sure. Even though I like slave play, so
You just wish she beat you more, sir.
That's a fact. Well, she don't beat me at all. That's a problem. I've been trying to get beat my whole life. I've been getting beat all my life. Now my woman don't want to beat me no more. That's crazy work. That is crazy work. But we up we up out here, y'all. Peace. Oh, we definitely ain't doing that intro.